we live now, man. Pardon me, people. Pardon me. Shout out to the chat. Yo, what's good? Shout out to the chat, man. I completely lost track of time, man. I was chilling, watching YouTube videos, man, chillaxing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we live
We
now.
know you was on OnlyFans and got lost. It's cool.
No, I was watching some YouTube videos. I'm like, damn, I looked at the time. I'm like, dang, it's 4:03. Holy shit. Yeah,
It do sneak up on you. Definitely sneak.
Yeah,
You watch
man, it
football at
definitely
all?
did.
If you watching any football, man, you look up and like, oh snap, shit, I need to go in here.
Yeah, it definitely sneak up on you. But yo, what's up? Shout out to the chat, man. Yeah, I was watching YouTube videos, man. Time got away from me.
Uh-oh.
But we here
It
now.
do sneak up on me.
Yeah, we here. What's up? What you said? You said something?
I had to mute the
All right.
live YouTube. My fault, bro.
Yeah, we here, man. We here. Episode 8, AGS Live. The number's definitely on the screen for anybody that want to call in. You know what I'm saying? Voice your opinion, debate, whatever you feel like you want to do, man. Just don't sit up here and let us say any old thing, man. For real. You got to jump in here and let us know. If we saying some shit wrong, you got to let us know.
Facts. Especially you, nigga.
No, especially you. Yo, this old nigga, this old head right here, man, he's saying something crazy, man. Definitely let him know it ain't 1977 no more, man. Definitely get in here and let him know.
Boy, y'all better stick with that old tried and true.
I ain't been doing
Hey, why
that,
you
man.
always be going off on Kid Smooth, man? I don't understand your
Yeah,
tweets.
the corporate
I
slaves,
don't understand
man.
them.
I can't. Smooth is a
Like
special.
he be minding his own business. He don't be bothering nobody. Then he just like attacking him. Why?
That is false. That's all he do is bother people with the bullshit. He be up here spreading propaganda. He be fucking. I can't stand corporate slaves. I don't like corporate slaves, man. I gotta get him the fuck out of here. I get Smooth the fuck out of here every day, all day long. Every time he put up some bullshit, I get him the fuck out of here.
Man, it's a difference in a corporate slave and just being passionate and excited about a brand you love.
No, it's totally different, man. They on another level. They on another level, man. They be talking nonsense, dog. Nonsense.
I mean, we be going at it sometime, but I understand the man. Should he happy? Xbox starting to show some signs of life. That man is happy. Shit, I'm happy too.
He feeding his family, right, Cole? So can't say nothing, man. Let him go ahead and run his goddamn jabber jaw, man. I mean, he feeding his family and shit off them tweets. You know what I mean? As long as you're giving your family some fucking kibbles and bits, you can fucking spread your fraudness all you want. You know what I mean? As long as you feed your family some fucking Alpo, you can say whatever you want. Nah, not on my watch.
Oh my god, this nigga here.
Not on my motherfucking watch, man. Shout out to the chat. What up, man? Wake the fuck up. What up, man? AGS Live episode 8. We here. What's good?
You got the chat attacking Smooth. Look, Matt McGrath talking about Smooth is fraud.
Smooth is a super fraud, man. Hey, he on there hyping up that gear shit. They got cement shining. Now, how the fuck you wax a cement floor? Like, get the fuck, like this. All you gotta do is make it shiny, man. As long as that shit's shiny, man, people are gonna say, oh, it looks better. They got wax cement floors on the Xbox Series X version, and these motherfuckers think it's an upgrade. Like, yo, that's not realistic, dog. You can't wax concrete, motherfucker. Like,
I ain't even seen that yet.
Yeah, and it looks better on the PC because on insane settings, it looks more realistic as it's supposed to look. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers, they got shellac on some fucking concrete, and these niggas is going crazy. Like, oh my God, the graphics. Look at the upgrade. Like, nigga, concrete is not supposed to shine like that. That's not realistic. If it was a marble floor, then yeah. But that's not marble. That's concrete. The fuck?
I ain't seen that one. I was talking about the
Oh, it's there.
Like
It's there.
like if I ain't never played no Bethesda game, but now they gonna be free in Game Pass.
Oh, that one too. Yeah, I've been killing
That
them on that
that
one.
might make me excited to check them out. And I mean, like for me,
Nah, see, hold on. This is the
I didn't
thing.
like God of War at all. I tried it. Like I even tried it. I played it for like an hour. Didn't like it. Put it down. 2 years went by. Everybody like, you gotta play it. You gotta play it. I go back and I'm like, man, I was wrong. Like, it's easy to
Nah.
make
You
a
just wanted to be
mistake.
accepted by the PlayStation dudes. But listen,
Man, stop
ain't nothing
this.
changed from 2 years ago. Hey, listen, it's a difference when you played the
Stop
Bethesda
this.
games and you dropped all of them. He never beat any Bethesda game. He tried. He tried to play them and dropped them all. Now all of a sudden they amazing. You can't wait to play them. Nah, dog, that's straight frauding, man. But you know he feeding his family, man, so it's all good.
I guess that's gonna be your theme all day
Yeah.
long.
He giving his family, as long as his family gets some graham crackers, it's all good, man. He feeding his family.
Look here, man. You can be excited about something once it's free. I don't understand why you
Nah,
saying
player,
otherwise.
nah.
How not?
If you didn't
How not?
know, he already had the games. Are you listening? Are you
Oh,
listening? He
like he
already
tried
played
them.
the game. He already tried the games and dropped them.
I mean, I did that with God of War though.
Yeah, I know, but you want acceptance from the PlayStation guys, but they don't
What
want
does
you.
that
Oh,
even mean?
head. They don't want you. They don't fuck with you, old head.
What what
Cause you
what
an
does that
Xbox
even?
dude, and we know you an Xbox dude. You trying to flip flop, but they don't fuck with you. You tried it though. You tried it. You was
Oh
on there
my
hyping up
god,
God of War. I'm looking at the tweets
man,
like,
that
dog, we
joint.
played that two
Wow,
years ago. That's
nigga.
old.
Matter of fact, why didn't you try to get me to replay it? Why didn't you be like, bro, you need to get out a second look?
Listen, if you thought it was trash, it's trash. That ain't my job.
Nah, man, we gamers supposed to unite, and our goal is to help people enjoy the hobby that we love.
No, fam. Too
Well,
much
what's our role?
kumbaya.
What's your job in these YouTube
My
streets?
job in these YouTube streets is to is to provide entertainment. That's it. You know what I
So
mean?
you don't want to help the gamers.
Nah, fuck y'all niggas, man. Nah, I help out the white folks and shit like that. I don't want to help out these
What
niggas.
is going on? Is you high?
Nah,
What?
I don't fuck with these niggas, man. I only fuck with the white folks. They've been good to me on YouTube. The niggas, they've been a problem. The white folks have been good to me. You know what I mean?
Boy, you never know what you gonna get with this nigga,
I
boy.
never had a problem with
Golly.
any of the white people I befriended on YouTube. I never had a problem with them. They don't backbite. They don't talk shit behind. They don't huddle up like a bunch of bitches. They never done none of that. They only been stand up men. You know what I mean? The white dudes. Stand up. Now all the white dudes I befriended, they've been stand up white dudes. But these niggas, nah, they the worst. They the worst. That's why I don't even watch half of these niggas, man. Everybody I watch is not black. They white or like Indian or some shit like that. They are
I
not
watch a
black.
couple of cats. I watch a couple of cats.
Yeah, I like watching the wholesome people, man. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta worry about none of that
Well, you say
bullshit.
wholesome?
They the wholesome people. You know, they wholesome. They don't backbite. They don't fucking backstab.
Okay.
They don't do none of that. They just wholesome, good guys. You know what I'm saying? And they just cool, man. I like them
So
dudes,
what do you
man.
call it when somebody playing through a challenge minding their own business and somebody else
You know, when somebody
stream?
playing through a challenge and they cheating. Oh, all right. Yeah. Call it how I see it. Shout out to Matt McGrath. He said Dishonored was pretty good from Bethesda. I tried that game. That shit was boring as hell. I
You didn't
tried
like
one and two.
Dishonored?
Nah.
Man,
Tried one and two.
that's the last game I beat on my PC when I was into it heavy.
I tried one and two. I tried one and two.
What up, Chad? Y'all need to put this guy in his place, man.
I
He
said the
tripping
wholesome
already.
white guys, not the wiggers. The wholesome white guys, not the fucking wiggers. They just like the niggas.
They calling you MAGA 8 times.
Yo, what that got
Max
to do?
B in
This
the
ain't got nothing
chat.
to do with no Trump or Make America Great Again or none of that. We just talking about real niggas and
MAGA
fucking
8, they
snakes.
going off in the chat.
That's cool. We talking
You
about
mean
real
Dishonored?
niggas and snakes.
Hey,
This ain't got nothing to do with Make America Great Again, Donald Trump, and none of that. We just talking about real dudes, stand-up dudes, man. That's all we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. It just so happens to be that these niggas ain't shit, man. So yeah.
Well, Will Thomas says you on the crumb side. What you expect?
Facts, factual. What do you
How did
expect?
you even come up with that term? I know you get credit for that term.
Yeah, I
Did you
coined
really
that.
come up with that?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
how?
did. The crumb side is about well, I came up with that term because it's about like crumb snatchers, man. You know, it don't seem to happen anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, they
Okay.
crumb snatchers. It don't seem to happen anymore, but it seemed like a lot of like smaller YouTubers would always try to attack the bigger YouTubers and try to crumb snatch to get their channel off the ground. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much where I came up with the crumb side,
Okay.
because it always like we never like me or BG or anybody like that. We never would get attacked by anybody that was like bigger than us. We would always get attacked by like these little no name crumb snatching ass channels, like, you know what I mean, and they trying to get some crumbs. You know what I mean? Because they would collect a couple crumbs. Like they make a video and get like 10 views, and then they make a video, they put one of our names in it, and then they get like 50 views. So it's like, you're getting these crumbs. You're a crumb snatcher, crumb side. So it was like that a lot. You know what I mean? Back in, years ago, a couple years ago, 5, 6 years ago, you used to have a lot of people, you know what I mean? Everything that went corporate now. Like it's all corporate now, but back in the day, it used to
Say
be
that a lot.
kind of raw. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that came from.
And you don't think it had to evolve the way it is now? You think it's worse now than it was before?
Yeah, it's worse. I'd rather go back to that. People seemed a little bit more genuine back then. I'd rather go back to that way. It was cool. It was nothing. You just ignore those motherfuckers. Shout out to little F.8 soft shoeing a little bit for the Mayo minions.
Wow.
Not at all. I fuck with the viewers, man. That's about it, man. I fuck with the viewers. But what's up, man? Let's get to this episode 8. You got an intro for him, man? What's up?
Nah, man, it's Triple OG. I'm gonna have to come up with me an intro, man. I'm gonna have to watch a few cats and come up with an intro that's gonna outshine yours.
All right. That's what's up. Shout out to the chat. Welcome, man. Welcome. Yeah, we got some shit to talk about, man.
Hey, that crumb side merch is a good idea. Have you ever thought about that?
Nah, I don't think, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I wish I would be caught dead wearing a fucking YouTuber fucking merch. I don't, and them shits don't make no money, dog. Like, them joints don't make no fucking money, dog.
How do you know all this?
When they did the Weapon Wheel t-shirts, dog, I got like $4 off of them Johns, man. And I think I was selling the most shirts too. I don't even know. I think I got like $4, man. I ain't make no money off them shirts. None.
You got experience with it. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I got no money off them shirts, man. And I don't know. I'm not into that. I'm not into that. If I ain't gonna do something, I wouldn't want other people to do it for the most part. Walking down the street wearing a fucking Hard8 t-shirt and shit.
Nah, maybe not Hard8, but crumb side shit. That's a good phrase. I don't think you don't realize you own to something with that, and if you market it right, that could actually be a thing. A lot of people would identify with that.
Yeah, it took off. Yeah. But nah, I'm good. They got it. Them shirts don't be making shit. Them joints is limited. Like I said, we did Weapon Wheel. For real, it was like $25 or something like that.
Hey, Jack merch probably jumping.
And I only got paid off them shirts once. One time. I only got paid off them shirts one time. And it was light. I know it was less than like $30. No, it was something light. I was like, what the fuck? What is the point of this? Shout out to Emmanuel A1. Can Cole answer my question today? LOL. RIP. Punk ass PS5.
Yes, we'll answer your question today for sure.
Now, I'm quite sure you can make a lot of money off merch. I'm talking about, listen, this is the thing, right? Like, when you say there's a lot of YouTubers that make a bank off of merch, those are motherfuckers with 1 million fucking subs and shit like that, dog, where they selling thousands upon thousands of these fucking shirts or mugs or shit like that. Like, yeah, those motherfuckers are making a lot of money. Not me. No, that would not be the case. That's what you got to understand. That would not be the case. You talking about people that are selling thousands of merchandise a fucking month. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, that's gonna add up quick for sure.
Yeah, you gotta you gotta understand your lane, man. You gotta listen. I told y'all a long time ago, man. I deal with reality. You know what I'm saying? I deal with reality. I'm gonna keep it real with myself before I keep it real with anybody else, dog. I am not one to hype myself up knowing goddamn well it ain't gonna turn out that way. I'm gonna keep it 100 with myself. Like, listen, those niggas is making thousands off of their merch because they're selling a whole lot of merch. That would not be the same for y'all niggas. Don't even want to hit the like button, let alone buy some fucking shirts or some fucking mugs and shit. Like, you gotta understand your audience. Like, you gotta be able to deal with reality, man. This is why I don't be hyping shit up. This is why you never see this type of shit from me. And when I don't hype certain shit up and things like that, people be like, "Oh, you hating?" No, motherfucker. I just deal with reality. Reality is, y'all niggas don't even want to hit the like button. You want me to believe y'all gonna buy some shit? No. Y'all can't even do something that takes a millisecond and it's free. But you gonna be buying a whole bunch of shit.
Minimal effort to click that like button, but niggas won't do it. I've never understood that. I always hit the like button every show I watch.
You think I'm gonna waste my time trying to make up some shirts and shit? No, I understand what's going on. I deal with reality, man. I understand what's going on, so I don't even waste my time with that shit, dog. Don't even do it. Shout out to Matt McGrath. He said back then you could say and get away with a lot on YouTube. Now a bunch of oversensitive marshmallows on here ruined YouTube 100. Shout out to Matt McGrath, man. It's different. It's different around.
Man, that's true. It is a lot of... but the world itself has changed right along with YouTube.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not just YouTube. It's just the world in itself has gotten soft and shit like that. So, you know, yeah. But yeah, niggas can't even hit the like button. You think I'm like, come on? I realize my audience code. I deal with reality. I sit back and I look at shit and I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna work. So I don't do it. You know what I mean? Some people like wasting their time. They like doing shit. They like live streaming for 30 people and all that. And I wouldn't do it. If I live stream 5 times and I'm only getting 30 live viewers, I'm done. That's a wrap. I'm closing up shop. I'm gonna accept that. Like, hey, man, I must ain't got it. I'm gone. I'm closing up shop. I'm not gonna.
So that's why you only mess with the white people, huh?
No, that ain't. Nah. Nah. I'm just saying, I'm closing up shop. If it ain't working, I'm just gonna shut it down. Like, I can deal with reality. Like, hey, it just ain't for you. All right, get out of here.
You do gotta be real with yourself, but you also
be real with yourself.
But you gotta give yourself time to grow too, though.
Man, listen, you gotta be real with yourself.
So how did you set that limit? Like you said, you won't live stream 5 times. How did you arrive at 5? Like, why not 20?
Man, it might not even make it to 5. I give you 2 times. I'm done. That's a wrap. I'll give you 2 times. I don't waste no time, man. I know like I said, I keep it real with myself. So I will shut some shit down fast. Like, hey, it ain't work.
Porter Rock say these fuck niggas want Hard8 scented cologne for $100, but won't hit the like button. Yeah, all right.
Shut out.
I don't think nobody want no Hard8 scented cologne though.
Shout out to you hating right now. You hating.
I just wouldn't buy it, like you said.
No, you hating though. You hating. It's like, no, I don't think nobody want no fucking cologne either, man. You know what I'm saying? But nah.
Hey, I buy a crumb size shirt. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely would buy a crumb size shirt.
You buy toys and shit. So for yourself. So I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't fucking doubt it.
Boy, talk about hating. You in one breath you go from a champion to a hater. I just don't understand.
I'm just kidding. That's real. You do buy toys, so I ain't doubting it. You got dolls and shit in your game room. I'm not doubting. Like,
Did I
make up something?
Nigga.
They dolls. The motherfuckers is dolls. And you wipe them down and shit. They dolls. It's all good.
Somebody please call in and check this man. He needs some help, man. Where's Sleepy at? I know you scared of sleep.
Nah, I ain't scared of a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. But let's talk about, we're going to start off with Cardi B and her fucking boobs.
Yeah, what's that? I ain't even seen none of that.
So Cardi B accidentally put her boobs on Instagram Live a few days ago. She was trying to FaceTime like her husband or some shit like that. Ended up hitting the wrong fucking buttons, and you know, cause she just slow at times, you know, out of her own mouth. And yeah, her boobs went up for the world to see. Now she used to be a stripper and shit like that. There's already videos up of her in the strip club, you know, with her boobs on display. So it really isn't anything shocking. The crazy part this time is that like a lot of men were complaining about this. Like they had like I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. I seen the picture. I ain't think it was a problem. I mean, she could have accidentally did it or she did it on purpose. Who knows? They out there. They got uploaded. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So, you know, a lot of people had a problem with it. A lot of dudes and shit was like, you know, had something to say about the breastises. I mean, they look normal to me. You know what I'm saying? Besides her areolas being large, it looked normal. You know what I mean? But it was like a lot of people was like, ew, they look ugly. They this, that, and the third.
Are they fake or something? Like, why was people complaining?
Because they were saying like they look like pancakes and all, just a bunch of dumb shit. Like it just didn't make no sense to me. I ain't even seen it. It don't make sense to me either. Like why? Yeah.
Where did you see this? Where did you see these complaints that like
I DM'd you the picture and shit. It was all on
No,
Twitter.
No, not that. I mean the comments. It's on Twitter.
It was all on Twitter. Yeah, it was trending and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'll send you the picture so you could get an understanding of what it was. Like it wasn't really, I didn't see nothing to complain about. Like definitely wasn't like nothing to make a fuss about. You know what I'm saying? It just looked regular to me. You know
well, see, a lot of these cats ain't never seen no real titties.
I mean, that's how they was acting. You know what I mean? They was definitely acting like they ain't never seen no fucking titties before because motherfuckers was going crazy. And it's like, yo, it ain't that fucking serious. Like, it was a lot going on. It was a lot going on with that shit.
Did she respond to any of that or she just let it ride?
Yeah, she made a couple jokes. She was like, y'all keep saying my titties look like pancakes. Y'all giving me an idea. I'm about to put some syrup on these motherfuckers and have this nigga lick it off or some shit like that, she said. So she really ain't, you know, it ain't, you know, she Cardi B got thick skin. It ain't really hurt her feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah. Plus she was laying on her side and shit. So, you know, titties do have, you know, they don't defy gravity.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I sent it to you on your DM on Twitter. It doesn't defy gravity. So it was just stupid, man. A lot of dumbass complaints. A lot of dumb complaints. Stupid.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
But I'm like, yo, what type of time are we in where niggas is complaining about some fucking titties, though? Like, what the fuck is going on?
So this is one of them conversations where I'm not going to be much help because a lot of these younger generation do stuff that I don't understand and I would have never thought of in a million years, but it's like regular. So I don't know. You can chalk this up as a long list of stuff that I don't understand about the younger generation. And I'm assuming it was a bunch of young cats saying this stuff.
Yeah. Did you see the picture?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so like what the fuck?
It looked fine to me.
It look fine to me too. Shit, I would definitely go head first. But I don't know, man. Y'all ain't getting no notification? Wow, the notifications, man. I mean, listen, I don't know. Like I told y'all before, I don't know what y'all have to be reminded. We here every Sunday, man, at 4. Every Sunday at 4.
Or 4:05.
4, whatever. By 4:10, nigga, we here. Stop relying on your phone to let you know. Like, nigga, even if your phone don't go off, even if you don't have a phone or whatever. We are here. You know what I'm saying? We are here. But yeah, it's just this, it was some weird shit going on like Twitter this week. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that people were complaining about across
I watched
gaming,
your video.
Across gaming and this, it's like, what is going on? We crying about some boobs as a man. As a man. You looked at Cardi B
heterosexual man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You looked at Cardi B titties and had a problem as a man? Come on, man. Sad.
I think it's just because she's famous.
Something, right? Something. Or
what Emmanuel A1?
Or if these niggas got girls hurt, their girl probably got bigger nipples than her titties. So, motherfuckers feel some type of way about that. That's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. But nah, I like, come on, man. They was complaining about some weird shit. And we're going to get to the other shit motherfuckers was complaining about this week. Like, people are going crazy. Like, yo, if niggas spent, like, more time doing something with themselves, playing some games or some shit, they would not be crying over the silliest fucking shit. But anyway.
Yeah, I missed it. Hey, look at Emmanuel A1. He says, areola circumference, color, and nipple density matters. This nigga done analyzed it, made it a science. He said there's levels to it, man, I guess.
Nah, I ain't seen
I never thought about it that much.
I ain't seen nothing wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? Unless some titties look like really crazy, like noticeably crazy, I didn't see nothing wrong with them joints. It was like, yeah, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Facts.
But yeah, wow, man, wow. But
why she do that on accident though? That don't make sense to me. That seemed deliberate.
I mean, you can. You actually can.
Instagram and FaceTime is very different. Do you use iPhone? Because FaceTime and Instagram are very different apps. It's going to be hard to get them mixed up.
Yeah, no doubt. But you can definitely.
I mean, if you high or you feeling good, whatever it is, and you.
Yeah, she looked like she was on her way to sleep anyway. I mean, it's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I don't think right now she needed to do something like that because she piping hot right now, right? So it's not like she, you know what I mean? Like she needed a spark or something like that, or she needed a publicity stunt.
That's a good point.
Yeah. But she's already piping hot right now, so it ain't like she needed this publicity stunt. You know what I'm saying? Like if this was Nicki Minaj, then maybe you could be like, you can lean towards accident, really, because she ain't really hot right now. Ain't nobody really talking about her. Yeah, she musically, you know what I'm saying?
Cardi knocked her off? Or she just fell off on her own?
Cardi definitely came through. But, yeah. Shout out to King Mick. He said, yeah, you got to set the notifications to all. Because he said he always get the notification. He always get his notification. So.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Other than that, we can move on.
Well, do somebody want to call in and talk about this?
Yeah, I don't think
somebody want to complain about this?
Nah, I don't. I don't think nobody want to complain about this publicly. I don't think nobody want to complain about some fucking titties publicly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, I don't think so. What's next? You know what I mean? What's next? God damn. What is next? I don't think so. They gonna chill right now. All right. Let me see what we got. All right, let's talk about this fucking y'all corporate slaves are getting out of control. Y'all are losing y'all fucking minds, man. Y'all need to chill. Shout out to Mac Ultra. He said her face looked like she had a stroke mid-picture.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't get those vibes. I just got somebody laying on their side, look like they on their way to sleep. I didn't really get all those vibes. But anyway, y'all corporate slaves, y'all gotta relax, dog. This week, we had a big fight over the UI. Big fight. But anyway, PS5 unveiled their UI this week. Gave us, a little sneak peek. It was about 11-minute video. Got a lot of views, a lot of attention. I seen people already comparing it to like when Xbox did the same thing. There was no comparison view-wise as far as
Similar
YouTube goes.
thing.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So yeah, a little similar thing. Yeah.
Right. It's ridiculous. The yo, it's crazy. But anyway,
with the RNG, and it's
what did you think about?
close.
What did you think about the UI PS5?
The reveal little sneak peek that they showed.
Yeah.
I thought it was fabulous. Like how was it not fabulous? I thought it was beautiful. I didn't know it was in 4K or none of that till they said it. Like I couldn't just tell that.
They said it was made for 4K TVs, 4K TVs in mind.
I couldn't tell any of that, but I like the features. I like the integration I like the way the games are integrated with the operating system.
Right.
I noticed that they said, like a lot of this stuff is like potential, which means the developers actually have to put in the work to get those features for a particular game. Mm-hmm. And I hope they do. That's the only thing I was thinking is like, I wish they would make this standard instead of some games have it, some games don't. You kind of really never know how much integration it's going to have with the OS until you buy it or research it or whatever. I wish it was just standard, but I thought it was fire. Absolutely.
Yeah. As far as, my main thing with like an OS, and I don't really put too much thought into an OS because it's not what I'm going to be really playing or doing. As long as the functionality is working correctly on things I'm trying to do, easy to share pictures or screenshots and things like that. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. As long as it's easy, as long as it's fast. All I want is a fast UI. I want it to be able to load fast and things like that. That's really it. As far as the way it looks, I'm not really too caught up on that. And I know a lot of people were losing their mind over it was just way too much energy being given to a fucking UI. Like, way too much energy. Way too much energy. Was you on Twitter? Jack Move was going crazy.
I didn't see Jack going crazy over it. No, I missed that.
Man, Jack Move was going fucking crazy over this damn UI. He's even said the PlayStation 3 UI was better. I'm like,
oh, he didn't like it. You mean in a negative way?
In a negative way. I
didn't know. No, I definitely didn't see that. So Jack don't like it.
Nah, he didn't like it. As far as we can tell right now, you won't be able to upload your own themes, or there won't be any themes. As far as we can tell. Now, they didn't say anything. They didn't say that there wouldn't be. They didn't say that there would be. But as far as we can see, it's looking like there might not be any themes. But I don't really know if Sony really got rid of themes. I don't think they did, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out soon.
Yeah, if they did, that's trash, but it's not really too much I'm going to dwell on. Like, if I don't have a theme, I don't have a theme. It ain't that big of a deal for me. If I don't have a theme, but
they might add it like even if they don't have it at launch, that's definitely something they gonna add later. I don't see them going backwards like that.
Yeah, it's definitely.
That being said, the UI was like very interesting. I thought it was fire. I don't understand what's not to like about it.
Yeah, it was
and they didn't even show the whole thing. They just showed bits and pieces of
it. Right. Yeah, it was definitely clean and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really think. I just don't get too much thought in this type of stuff, dog. Like, this type of stuff cannot ruin my day or have me upset, dog. It's only a UI at the end of the day. I
don't know. There are people, and when I say people, I mean hundreds of millions of people that buy Macintosh computers because of the UI, solely because of the UI. And then, of course, they get into the Apple ecosystem. But the user experience for a lot of people is a really big deal. Don't undersell that.
Yeah,
it is multi-billion-dollar companies because of and how you interact with it, where things are placed, fonts, all that stuff. Like, a lot of people are really big into that.
Well, I'm definitely not buying a console based on the fucking UI. That ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Like I said, as long as it functions the way it's supposed to and it's fast, then I'm cool with that. But I am not basing the console I purchased on if the UI is spectacular or not. That never even crossed my mind if I'm gonna get an Xbox or a PlayStation based on the UI.
Like, well, that's true, but it don't factor into how much you can enjoy it, though.
No.
How not?
No. All I need that bitch to do is launch the game. The UI is not going to factor in how much I enjoy the games. Absolutely not.
Well, it might not factor into how much you enjoy the game, but like sharing on Twitter right now on the PS4 is much worse than it is on the Xbox. The Xbox is light years ahead, and I hope that's one of the things they do on PS5 is make that integration smoother.
What you mean? You press a button and what?
No, so on the PS4, if you want to share on Twitter, you don't have access to any of the emojis, and you still got the 128 character limit. Like, so you can't even make a full tweet, and you don't have access to any of the emojis or glyphs or any of that stuff. It's just behind. Yeah.
As far as sharing screenshots,
movies, whatever. Yeah, just anything you want to share on Twitter directly from your PS4. And again, like you said, it's not going to kill you, but that experience could definitely be better. And it just factors into it. So if you own multiple consoles and one of them you like the UI better than the other one, you think is, like you said, it's snappier, they got more integrations, they make more things easier to do, that's going to factor into what you gravitate towards.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The
okay,
UI
well, you a weird dude.
No, you a weird dude when you worrying about a fucking UI over the games. No, you
I didn't say over the games, nigga.
You talking about something? It's gonna factor into.
It will enhance. Yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna factor into what you gravitate to. The UI. Come on, Gold.
All right, so let's say if you got an Android tablet and you got an iPhone.
No. Stick to gaming, please.
It don't matter. It's the same thing.
No. Stick to gaming. Okay, hold on. Time out. If it's the same thing, make your point using gaming then, please. Thank you.
So if you've got a PlayStation 5 as an example, and a Xbox Series X as an example, and you want to be able to track your trophies and achievements, and you want to go play this multiplat, but one of those interfaces makes it easier for you to track your trophies or achievements versus the other one is clunkier and more difficult, your decision on which one of them you play that game on can be affected by how easy it's going to be for you to accomplish your goal.
Absolutely not.
I do that all the time, like right now.
Nah, fam.
You a weird dude.
No, you a weird dude.
You a weird dude.
Which one you could track? Get the fuck. Listen, man. You come from when y'all fucking had to play with paper footballs and you talking about which one I gotta track.
That ain't even cap right there. That's a fact. That is not even cap. We sure did that shit.
Man, but listen.
Either way, nigga, how can you say the interface, the UI don't determine?
It doesn't. No, it don't.
At all.
No. Wow. No, I have never, ever used the UI to make a decision in a gaming console. Never. Never. That is wild to me, dog. Absolutely not. So you telling me if the PlayStation got a fire-ass exclusive you want to play, but since you don't like the UI, you're not going to play it?
I know I speak clear English, Negro. I said it will play a factor in if you have multiple consoles and you want to play a multiplat and one of them makes certain things easier that you're interested in doing, it will help influence where you play that game at. I stand by that 100%.
Absolutely not. Shout out to Emmanuel A1. He said 4K UI, but 1080p movies on PlayStation. Dog-ish. Well, we don't know what the movie's going to be on the PS5. So pipe down, my guy.
I think he meant
for PS4?
the showcase. No, that when they did the reveal of it, that video.
No, he mean the PS4 don't have 4K movies on their store. That's what he talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, PS4, we don't care about PS4 no more. PS5 definitely should have 4K movies on their store because they got a 4K Blu-ray player now. That would make absolutely no sense, but we'll see. We'll see. Shout out to Big Alabasta. I have not gotten a notification from AGS Live weeks. What's up with that? I don't know. They saying that when you hit the bell, people, hit the bell and do all notifications or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all already know we every week at 4 p.m. You know what I mean? We here every Sunday. We are here. You don't need somebody to tell you that we here. We are here. So even if you don't get a notification, you know where we at every Sunday at 4 p.m. EST. Shout out to M. Bandai HD. He said geriatric code talking about a goddamn emoji.
Wow. You can tell, that's got to be one of them diehard PlayStation Negroes because he don't want you to say nothing negative about that damn console.
Dog, that
His
is...
Twitter integration is trash.
No, you talking about some bullshit, Cole. You are, man, the UI.
Okay,
Come on,
all right.
man.
If that's true, if what you're saying is true, why did Sony invest the money that they invested to change it and improve it? Why didn't they just leave it exactly the way it was?
Because it's a new console. Everything's supposed to be improved. Xbox is the only dummies that's giving you the same...
No,
it does matter. It does. No.
Clearly.
No.
Make up your mind.
No, it matters because if I'm buying something new, this is a new generation. I want to see new things, even if it's not improved.
They could just change the font and leave everything else the same. They could just, like you said, they could have just made it faster, changed a couple of fonts, and that would have been enough to suffice since it don't matter.
No, they could, but they changed the things that people complained about. I am not one of them people.
It matters, right? Exactly, because it does matter
to the weirdos. The fuck? I am not one of them people that care about a goddamn UI unless it's like sluggish or some dumb shit like that. But even then, I'm still not going to determine my console purchase on the UI. It's not going to happen.
I agree. Yeah, I agree that might be a bit much, but it seems to me like you saying your main point is
games.
The UI is so insignificant that you can basically ignore it, and I disagree with that.
I think I can. All I got to do is launch my game. That's it. I want my games to be right. Get my games right before you worry about a fucking UI. You know
why they not mutually exclusive? They can do both. They got hundreds of engineers that can focus.
Shit, it don't seem that way. I mean, look at Xbox. They give you the same fucking UI, the same fucking controller. I mean, they not even trying. Like, Jesus. Damn.
Yeah. I ain't got no comment on. They did change it, but they didn't push no boundaries. That's for sure. I think that's going to improve over time too, though.
The UI video was cool. I mean, it's cool. It's okay. But the big thing was, now this is where the PlayStation dudes started to lose their fucking minds, right? They started arguing over the PlayStation UI is in 4K while the Xbox Series X UI is in 1080p right now. So that became war on fucking Twitter. People making fun of one UI being 4K versus the other one being 1080p, which again is fucking stupid.
I think
now, should the Series X be 4K because of the shit they talk? Yes. But am I really worrying about that? No.
Here's the thing, Here's the thing that I done noticed on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've probably been aware of it. You probably just don't care to make the distinction. What I notice on Twitter, you have people that say stuff because of Xbox itself. And then you have people that say stuff because of what these extreme Xbox fans have said. And a lot of the heat on Twitter is aimed at the Xbox extremists, just trying to put them in their place and not really necessarily caring about Xbox or the Xbox brand, just an opportunity to, like what you call, expose frauds. And people get a lot of pleasure in exposing certain inconsistencies from a certain audience.
Right. So what are you saying? Did you go out?
No, I'm here.
Oh,
I was done.
Oh, all right. No.
For example, there are people that, well, I don't really want to like bring a bunch of people into this, but there are people that look at something that this one influencer will say, and they will hold on to that, and then they will wait for something to happen so that they can go expose what this person said 3 or 4 months ago. And then all of that energy is directed at making sure that they expose this person for what they said. Very similar to the type of stuff that you like to do, but they'll wait and hold it for months and months. And I've seen it over and over repeatedly.
Yeah, I mean, hell yeah. Motherfuckers gonna keep them receipts.
Yeah, so I think that this UI conversation is because a lot of the Xbox extremists was touting 4K, 4K Series X, and the PlayStation can't do real 4K, and the PlayStation 5 can't do this, and it ain't gonna do this, and
Nah,
Series
I
X gonna
mean,
do that, and now here it comes, the most basic of
when it comes,
things, and it's not even doing 4K on the dashboard, but you saying it's got all this power to do 4K and all this other stuff. Like that's where that conversation is at.
well, no, I mean, it really comes from this. They will use anything they can use to fight this console war. Any type of ammo that they can get up on one another, they will use. It don't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. If they can use it to fight a console war, they will use it. It's just that goddamn simple. It's just
I mean,
that
that's
simple.
true, but they really take delight in exposing certain people.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. But they're going to use any ammo they can get. If they can get some ammo up on one another, they will use it. They will definitely use it. It's sad, but it is what it is.
I don't think I'm pretty sure that at some point Xbox is gonna modify that, and then the UI is gonna be updated.
Well, yeah, I mean, they said that the UI, that's not the final resolution. I'm quite sure it'll be 4K. I mean, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
It'll probably be 4K at the end of the day. By the time it launches next month, it'll probably be 4K. Shout out to the Ashton Luca. She said, when I saw the 4K 1080p argument, I couldn't stop laughing. Microsoft told influencers not to worry about the UI because it'll be updated later.
Well, there you go. Get facts. Yeah,
it'll be up later.
Yeah, it's just definitely some console war stuff. But again, some of these people invite that stuff because they say they make a lot of claims that they just shouldn't make. They should just wait and see how things gonna pan out. They not prophets, they not Nostradamus, but they go on the record saying all of this stuff, writing all these checks that Xbox can't cash, and then people ready to pounce on them. They should just stop doing that.
Yep. Shout out to Theron Aries. He said, are you Shadow Band 8? Because I can't see your live on my feed. I had to go to your channel to see your live stream, man. I don't know, man. It seems that way. Luca did say that she has the bell on and she saw in my podcast shows up. So it's like conflicting reports. Some people say they get it. Some people don't. Hit the bell, hit the notifications and all that, man. YouTube stay hating on a real nigga. Y'all know how it go, man. They always hating on me. All these other bullshit ass podcasts shit me all over the fucking place. But when it come to my shit, it don't show up. It ain't here. It ain't there. It's some bullshit, dog. I don't fucking know what's going on. I don't know.
Speaking of that, well, go on and finish getting through the super chats. I got something I want to ask you that's kind of related to this.
All right. Yeah, I'm done with the super chats. Go ahead. Well, hold on. I got one more. Hold on. I got a couple more. Hold on. Yeah, shout out to Ash and Lucas. She said, I got receipts from years ago, laughing my ass off. Love it. Yeah, you got to, no, listen, people be lying, man. You got to keep receipts when needed. You definitely do. You know what I mean? Like I told you before, I know, people feeding their family, but frauds need to be exposed. Frauds need to be exposed, dog. For real. Dudes be lying and making up shit. Like, you need that. It's sad. It's sad that we got to deal with shit like that. Like, you got to have a fucking file of all the shit that you know that could possibly come back and need to be used. Because motherfuckers always changing up and lying and shit, dog. It's crazy. But
yeah, I'm starting to see some of that myself. I ain't gonna even front.
Yeah, pay attention, old head. This shit crazy out here in these streets, man. Shout out to Andrew Wilkins. He said Xbox fans are all idiots. They suck at all games. They have no ammo or room to talk shit. Damn, I think all you corporate slaves fucking suck.
Yeah, stop, dude. And first, it's a big difference between the Xbox fan and the Xbox extremist. Those are not the same things. What up, Luca?
They are definitely not. They are definitely not. It's a difference between it's a difference when you only can get 3 braids and get 6 or 8 braids. You know what I'm talking about, Code? It's a difference. So, they definitely not the same, man. They definitely not the same.
I don't know nothing about it. But I got a question for you that's related to this, like, little console war, like UI. And it's this whole thing about, like, internet beef. And like I told you, I want to... So the way I approach things, which I'm finding now, especially after last week's show, the way I do, however I am in the streets or just in the real,
Yeah.
I bring that with me to YouTube and the internet. And I think the rules are the same. But I've noticed, like, with this internet beef stuff, like, it might not be. So, and this is my question, 8. So if you say, like, when you and Jack was into it, in my mind, 8 is cool, Jack is cool. That's between them. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Unless, like, I know them both real good and I can, like, try to be a mediator.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, y'all got to let that play out on your own.
Right.
But I notice I see other people, like, they think they have to take sides. And, well, if 8 ain't talking to the person, I'm not like, oh, what? That's weird to me. But I don't know. Like, what's the rules with this little internet beef stuff? Like, how do these allegiances work?
I mean, no, people will take their sides. I mean, people will pick sides and things like that. For the most part, a lot of this shit get worked out really quick. And once they get worked out, you end up looking stupid. You know what I mean?
You always stay out of people. I mean, that's not.
Yeah, just stay out of it. Yeah, just stay out of it. Just stay out of it, man. Just mind your business. You know, that's how me and Eric Cuts for the win got into it, because she didn't mind her business. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to jump in and side with Jack, and then she got caught in the crossfire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gonna catch strays if you put yourself out there. Like,
definitely is. Again, like,
that's everywhere. That's in real life. Like, yeah.
Even with that situation, like, it had nothing to do with her, and she had at all. She decided to insert herself into the bullshit. So then when she insert herself into the bullshit and she get that smoke, now you want to run around and try to make it look like I'm the bad guy. Like, I started with you. No, you minding my business. So now you want to get in this, so you going to get this. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it is.
That's the way I see it. Yeah, that's definitely how I see it.
Yeah, you got to mind your motherfucker.
How are you guys doing?
What up, Jeremy? What up?
What up, Jeremy?
Welcome.
Yeah, I just I know you kind of moved on from the UI, but it's like it's not going to determine whether I buy a console or not, or what game I'm going to play. But the PS4 UI is just so, like, slow and clunky, and it's like when you have to leave the game to go back to the menu, it just takes you out of the experience. And so it's something that you kind of just are forced to deal with. I wouldn't actually go to a different platform just because of the UI, but they definitely need to make it a priority to get it like running fast. And what Optimus was saying about the tweets, like, I share a lot of stuff on Twitter, and it's just, I usually just put stuff on a flash drive and then tweet it out from my computer, because it's just so bad to tweet from the PS4. You have like 120 characters, and you can't do emojis. There's no like support for, like, spell check. Yeah, well, I mean, when you want to get your hashtags and get your tweets out there,
you ain't got to justify that to this dude.
Listen.
Yeah.
First of all, no.
Explain it to nobody.
Listen, you are sharing a screenshot. You don't need to write a fucking book with your goddamn screenshot. Say what the hell you got to say and leave it alone.
Let that man run his Twitter account the way he wants to.
Y'all want to write a whole story with your screenshot. We don't want to hear all that.
This is the thing. Some people are into virtual photography. Okay, I'm not sure if you look this up, Hard8. I'm sure you don't. But virtual photography, or VP, is a very popular community on Twitter. Popular. It's growing very quickly, popular. and I'm on there every day. And there's
like 20 characters.
Yeah, and, like, people are very passionate about it, and that's what photo mode is for. And you know, some people's whole gaming life is revolved around virtual photography. Like, some of the people I follow, like, all they do is virtual photography.
Do they beat the games? Or are they busy taking fucking snapshots?
I don't know, but man, you can find Ghost of Tsushima for the virtual photography for Ghost of Tsushima is fire.
Ain't none of that shit gonna make the game fire, so it don't even matter.
I mean, they're not in it for the game. They might
a little bitty clone of him. Everybody ain't like you, man.
Man, listen, I ain't worried about everybody taking snapshots of a game. I can see my motherfucking self. Just like he just said. Just like he not into the game. Like, what the fuck? Get the fuck
well, no. Just let me finish.
No,
though.
he did just say.
Some of them are.
Said they're not into the game.
Okay, some of them are. Some of them, but why does it matter? Because they're into the game as a virtual photography game, and they want to just look up. just take the time, take the time, go on Twitter, look at virtual photography, and tell me you're not impressed by the artistic talent that some of these people have taking these pictures of these games.
If I go on Twitter looking up anything, it's gonna be fucking fat asses and big titties. I ain't looking up no fucking virtual photography.
Just look it up one time. Look it up one time. Like for Horizon, just Horizon is probably the most captured game, and the variety of people on there capturing photos. It makes the game. It changes the game.
No, it doesn't.
It makes you look at it different. It makes you look at it different if you play it to take virtual photography.
So if somebody took some good pictures on like Sea of Thieves, is the Kraken gonna have a body? Like, is it gonna make the Kraken have a body?
Now, for the person playing it, it's like a different.
It changes the game. You said it changes the game.
Well, for your experiences, some people are playing games. Listen,
hold on. I gotta cut you off. So it changes the game, right? So these virtual
it changes your experience.
Okay, so these virtual snapshots can make a bad game good. Is that what you're telling me right now?
No, but they will change. It's like platinums and trophy hunting. Some people, all they do is hunt platinums and trophies, and that's fun to them, and it doesn't really matter if like the game is good or not. It doesn't change the game.
We know that.
Just it's a different. It's for how you play it. It changes it, and how you sort of experience it and look at it. It's something that the UI should be able to support.
I don't know how
it's a popular community, and it's something that a lot of people are really into. And it was featured in an edition of official PlayStation Magazine, and they released it for free. You can look up. Just look up OPM virtual photography, and there's whole edition of like 60 pages.
I'm not knocking
virtual
that people,
photography hashtags all over Twitter.
Okay, I'm not knocking that people enjoy taking pictures. Okay, but talking about that, it will change the experience. No, in what way? In what meaningful way would a decent snapshot change the experience?
What meaningful? Well, meaningful is too subjective. Hold on, let me get in real quick, Jeremy. If you don't mind.
If a game is garbage, like,
look here, man. So again, in Ghost of Tsushima, so I'm working, right? And so I'm browsing Twitter while I'm working, but I see this virtual photography of Ghost of Tsushima, and I see these nice shots, and I'm like, I ain't seen that area, but I know I should be past that because these other pictures. So what do? Once I finally get to the off and I'm on the game, I spend a certain amount of time going back to try to recreate that picture or to find that area myself, and I did. And it was like rewarding. Like, okay, yeah, that's what's up. And then I took my own
weirdo, Cole. You is a weirdo, my guy. You is a fucking weirdo, my guy. Facts.
Well, it may not turn a trash game into a good game, but it might get you more into a game that you weren't really that into, because sometimes I'll see some really great VP of a game that I kind of put down, I didn't think about it, and I'll get back onto it and get really into it. You know, like the Avengers game, I took a lot of screenshots from that game, and it's just a different aspect. It doesn't change the game, it just gives you a different aspect, and so people want to be able to do that from the UI and the PS4s. So it just should the UI should be like
PS4, just sharing it on
Twitter. It's just not. It's not good.
It depends on if you want to write a book or if you just want to get your fucking point across really quick.
You got to get those hashtags out there so that you put all the work into the shot, and you want as many people to see it as possible. So that's
how many fucking hashtags do you need?
Tell them.
Yeah, a lot of them, because it's hard to get likes on Twitter. You know, like I have like 700 followers, and I'm lucky to get maybe 20 or 30 likes. I mean, some of my biggest ones have gotten like 50 to 70, and that's like unusually successful. So like I use a lot of hashtags, like the Captured Collective, Gamergram, VGP Unite, and just hashtagging like different games. So you just want to get like you want to get engagement from people. So that's the only thing. Just make the UI snappy.
Right now, my audience is getting bored.
Okay.
They get bored.
Okay, just make it good. Just make a good snappy UI. That's it.
Okay,
So it needs to be good.
I think you will have that now.
Okay.
Appreciate you, Jeremy.
Right. Yes.
Okay. Hey. Yeah. Thanks. I'm out.
Yeah. All right,
Peace.
Hey, let me get into super chat. Shout out to Andrew Wilkins. He said Emmanuel A1 is a pro-black that is an Xbox fan. Straight contradiction. Microsoft is prejudiced. Bill Gates kills Africans with vaccinations, and Microsoft illegally dumped computer parts underground in Africa. Wow.
See, now we need. I ain't gonna. Now this is the type of stuff where a former member would come in real handy to deal with comments like that.
We got beef in the chat. Then we got Emmanuel A. Emmanuel A1. He said Andrew Wilkins is a self-hating black and Xbox. Sad. Right now, Andrew is winning this argument. His colors look better. He's winning this argument. That's Andrew is winning the argument. Emmanuel A, you are losing. Shout out to them for the super chat. Appreciate y'all, man. But you're losing, Emmanuel. You're losing. Yeah, all that hashtag and shit, man. Y'all niggas tripping. Shout out to Gaming Forte. He said, I'm late as hell. Had to check your channel to see if you and Old Man Cole were live. Notifications not showing up. Subscription feed busted. They hating on me, dog. They hating.
Man, too many people saying that, man. You might have to look into that.
True. I mean, what the fuck I'm going to do?
I don't know. Check some settings or something. I really don't even know, but something.
Yo, all I can say is hit the bell, people. Hit the bell and make sure your notifications are working correctly on your phone. Check your settings, please. And just know, every Sunday we are here between 4 and 6 at least. You know what I'm saying? We are here. So just like Gaming Forte, I know you had to do some extra work. You know what I mean? Click on a couple of icons, but we are here.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. Yeah. Shout out to DB. So notifications didn't go off, and it doesn't even tell me you're live on YouTube. I had to find it through Twitter. YouTube stay shadow banning you. Wow.
Now, it did show me it was live when I go look there because I checked. It do show it.
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm really sure.
They hating on a nigga. They hating. They hate.
So you said you the truth of YouTube, which makes a person think that you always gonna keep it 100.
Always.
But you won't admit that you weird though.
No, you fucking weird.
You a weird dude, bro.
Yo, we already know you weird, Cole. It's already been official. You know what I mean? And you are weird. Bro. You got 3 braids. You got fucking 10-inch rims, and you got toys in your goddamn game room, nigga. You are weird. That's it.
This man told me that art is trash, and he stood on it with both feet.
I said, who's trash?
Art.
Art?
Yeah.
What art?
Nigga, you said it a couple of shows ago, and you was like,
"What you talking about, like Mona Lisa and all that shit?"
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that. Mona Lisa ugly as shit. I'm not saying no art is good. I like drawings and paintings and all. I like the good shit.
Oh, like, you meant her in particular.
Well, her. I mean, a lot of famous paintings are garbage to me. Like a child did it. You know what I'm saying? But no, drawing is one of the things I wish I could do. I always wish I had that talent, man. I wish I knew how to draw. I would be drawing all day. I love art and shit like that as far as that go. You know what I mean? Comic book characters and all that. But I'm talking about all this famous shit. A lot of that famous shit look garbage. Shout out to Luca Black. He said, will you unprivate old AGS episodes? They some fuck niggas in hindsight, but it was still a good show. Nah, that's a wrap. We not giving niggas no type of shine at all whatsoever. That's why I privated every last episode, because niggas will not get no shine off of me ever.
Hey, you don't think that's petty?
No, petty. Well, I'm King Petty then, nigga. If it's petty, I'm King fucking Petty.
Don't you still give recognition for that though? Like, don't that help your channel?
Nah, that don't help me. That don't help me. That don't help me. I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
no fucking traction off of me at all.
You saying you can recreate that on your own?
Yeah, them joints is gone. Wrap that shit up. Yeah, them joints is gone. They lucky I might delete them motherfuckers. They just private right now. Might delete them. Them joints is gone. Wrap it up. For real.
Man, that was some good entertainment, boy. I ain't gonna even lie.
Oh, you
Every
think
week
so?
I was there.
You think
Bro,
so?
every week I was there checking it out. Shit, you know it is.
That's what's up. that's that's what's up. But anyway, as far as this UI resolution battle go, man, that shit is stupid. Yeah.
Well, wait, go back to that internet beef because
Yeah, go ahead.
so I don't know. I don't really want to get into specifics or like starting on stuff, but long story short, I had people DMing me was like, I see you following XYZ and this person in 8 was into it, and you would 8, so like you should unfollow them and all this little dumb shit, which and to me it's dumb. It's like, look,
Yeah.
man, I'm a grown ass man with my own Twitter account. But then like it got me to thinking like maybe it's some little unspoken rules that I just don't know of with this little internet beef stuff. But in my mind, whoever got beef, that's just between them, and it ain't got nothing to do with me unless they pull me into it.
Nah, they I mean they mean it like, that's I don't want to. I don't. Last time I said this, people feelings got hurt and they pussy started bleeding. But that's like more of like when you are friends with somebody. Like if me and you are friends,
exactly.
I'm not fucking with You can't fuck with. I don't. If me and you
Right.
friends, you can't fuck with niggas I got a problem with. Like I don't get down like that. That's
fact. But on the
people
internet,
mean.
how can that even exist unless you like real life friends that's on the internet at the same time?
I mean,
Or if you get real cool over time, I take that back. Like
I'm gonna be real
over
with you. It's
time,
activities
can
I
be
don't
real
take part
cool.
in no more. I done learned my lesson. I don't take part in these activities anymore. You know what I'm saying? I got people I'm cordial with, and that's that. That's it. I don't really take part in those type of activities no more because it has led to destruction. And I'm to blame. It's my fault. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna pin it on you, yeah.
Well, this is why it's my fault because I'm like really like one of the few that moves the way I move. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not into using people, try to get things and shit like that. So a lot of people around here, you're only as good as what they can get from you, and that's their only goal. Their only goal
keep saying
is
that.
That's their only goal, man. Their only goal is to get their shit popping. That's it. So they don't give a fuck about nobody for real. They don't care. That wasn't me. I was fucking with niggas that ain't had shit when it came to YouTube. Cause that ain't why I'm looking at them, or that ain't why I'm fucking with them. I don't fuck with them because I'm thinking of what I can get out of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with them because I'm thinking they some cool dudes, and I fuck with them on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to like turn the other cheek when they doing some fuck shit. But these niggas, a lot of these dudes, they don't fuck with the people that they claim to be cool. They not really cool with you. That's why they can turn the other cheek when you do some nut ass shit. Cause they thinking in their mind, I don't fuck with this nigga anyway, so I don't give a fuck what he doing. You know what I mean? I just need this nigga to show up on my podcast when I need him to show up. And I need to show up on his when I need to. If he got a bigger platform.
Honor the contract.
Right. If so he got a bigger platform. Right.
I seen you made a video. It was like a couple of years ago, but you was like, it was one of the realest videos that I've ever seen you doing. Like, honestly, like no cap. Like, I think all your joints is pretty real, which is why I gravitate towards your content. But you was like, in the beginning, you thought it was a team. You thought it was a squad. You was going to bat for niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Then they turned on you. And then you saw how it really went down. And at that point, you was like, okay, I'm only in it for myself and what I can get. But that wasn't your natural position. Your natural state was squad up.
No, it's
but
documented.
Then everybody kept saying that you was a selfish cat, but they didn't really listen to what led you down that path.
No, it's documented. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I heard. Yeah, I like it was a couple of years ago, but I definitely remember that video.
No, that's why people can. That's why when people tell me, oh, it doesn't bother me, that don't bother me. I'm not affected and all that type of shit. It's because they don't fuck with the person like that in the first place. So you can go off and do what you want. As long as you do what I need you to do, that's the only thing that matters. And maybe that's the mentality you should have. Maybe.
Yeah, that's more like a business at that point.
Right.
Then.
Maybe that's the mentality you should have. I mean, that's now that I look at things, it's like maybe that's the mentality you should have. Maybe you should have just been like, oh, you know what? I don't fuck with y'all niggas like that anyway. So do what you want to do. As long as you do what I need you to do, and help me get to where I'm trying to get to, that's the only thing that matters. And this is the mentality a lot of people have. I never had that mentality. I fuck with you because I think you cool, and that's that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I fuck with a person like Jack because I thought Jack was cool, not because of what he could do for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He couldn't do nothing for me YouTube-wise, right? But that's not why I fuck with him. But when people fuck with people like that, they don't care what you do after that. You can do what the fuck you want to do. Just show up and do what I need you to do. That's it. Do what I need you to do, and I'm good. But when you really fuck with somebody and then they doing some fuck shit, you're going to have something to say about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if I change up and just be like, fuck these, like even with the AGS, you know what I'm saying? Most people would have just let them niggas do what they wanted to do because they wouldn't have cared. Like, I don't give a fuck about
because as long as they show up.
Yeah, just show up. You know what I'm saying? Just show up. But me, I'm looking at it like, yo, what the fuck is, I mean? Like, I fuck with y'all more than just what you can do on fucking Sundays. Okay, now I don't show up to fucking movie night and all that gay shit, but you know what I'm saying? Still, niggas know what it is. So it was like, come on, it is what it is. But,
all right, well, from time to time, chat, different ones, y'all gonna have to help me like with these little internet rules because, like I said, I try to bring from the real to the internet, and I don't think it's a 1-to-1 correlation on a lot of this stuff.
Yes, at the end of the day, I guess the best thing to do is I guess you could just be selfish and just worry about your fucking self because at the end of the day, that's what everybody else is on. Majority of everybody else is on that, so you might as well just either do that or, learn the hard way. Learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? I just seen somebody, what was it? I think it was fucking Gaming Addict. He was just on Twitter like, a week ago, talking about how he feel like don't nobody fuck with him and they only fuck with him. He about to start falling back and all that shit. Yeah, I seen the tweet. I'm just like,
I remember that.
I've been trying to tell you niggas, but niggas don't want to listen to me. Niggas don't want to listen to me. Like, why the fuck is Gaming Addict feeling that way? Like, goddamn, that's wild. Hey, shout out to Luca Black. He said, then can you allow us a week to even download them? Please, Hard8. That's some history right there. How much we got to pay? Laugh my ass off. Oh, man. He talking about man, let that shit.
Put that on the Patreon. Put that behind the Patreon paywall. Shit.
Man, you want me to be a scumbag, man. I can't. Do I got too many morals?
Your family. You gotta feed your family, man.
Yo, do I got too many morals around this? Is my integrity? Do I gotta just throw all that shit out the window and just start being like everybody else? Like, cause obviously it's working, right? For others. Do I gotta be the same way? Do nut shit? Put fucking giveaways behind paywalls and all that shit all the time, and
you can still be yourself. Like on the real, like no cap. When your paying audience is asking you for something and they telling you that they willing to pay, and it takes little effort from you, you might want to consider it.
Yeah, it just put me in a weird place, man, because I don't want to be that guy. It just puts me in a weird place. Shout out to 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Now, how will I watch Ravish spit game on Luca now? Oh, man, just...
He can show up to Scumcast and shoot his shot.
That was a funny episode. Shout out to Omega Mint Entertainment. He said, only got 40 episodes of AGS. Hit the like button. All right. But it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, we can move on.
All right. What else we got for y'all today, man? Watch Dogs Legions will be 4K, 30 frames per second with ray tracing on Xbox and the PS5. Yes, so all that ray tracing you guys want, all that ray tracing y'all want on these consoles, you will be getting 30 frames per second. And it will be a watered down version of fucking ray tracing too. Let's just be clear on that. It's not.
Always got to try to go out your way to make sure.
I just got to make sure people understand. It's not what PC gets, okay? Just be clear.
But why you got to do that,
I'm just saying. I just want people to be aware. So, yeah, Watch Dogs Legions will be 30. Yes, 30 frames per second is still a thing come next generation. Ouch!
With ray tracing, there's no way. It's difficult on many PCs to do 4K 60 with ray tracing. That's just an unrealistic target.
That's a fact.
There is no way these consoles is gonna do no 4K 60 with ray tracing.
Yeah, but you had these dudes really thinking that was a reality. You know what I mean? You see the tweets. Well, you be blind to a lot of shit on Twitter, but yeah, you seen them. Them tweets are on Twitter. Them tweets are on Twitter. They like, motherfuckers is like, yo, months back, 4K 60 ray tracing, Xbox Series X, and all that fly shit, and reality is starting to sink in now. Reality is definitely starting to sink in. Ray tracing, even though it's not going to be the PC level of ray tracing is still expensive nonetheless. You know what I mean? So 4K ray tracing, like you said, it's not happening unless the settings is like low or some shit. The game looks ugly.
That's a hard sell.
Hard sell. Just like Dirt 5, Dirt 5 120 looks horrible.
And see, that's the thing. They catching strays, man. They did nothing wrong. That game is fine. It's just people done set all these unrealistic expectations. Me and Porter Rock was talking about that. It's just they set the bar too high. No console is going to reach that. And Dirt just so happened to be the first one they showed next gen gameplay. And with these influencers and like it's catching all the strays, man, and they completely innocent, man. It's just these YouTube influencers, because like that's what got me saying, like, man, I see what they saying now. Like that whole last episode, I'm really rethinking my position on that, because a lot of expectations have been set, and you got a lot of people that's let down and frustrated because they like, where is that? Where is it at? And every time they go to Digital Foundry, they just get more and more let down because they are not getting what they thought they was gonna get. But anybody with any sense would know that's not happening. Like that is not.
The people got to stop putting so much fucking investment into Digital Foundry, dog. The only thing Digital Foundry is good for is numbers, dog. Show me the resolution and the frame rate. Other than that, their opinion, they can take it and stick it up their ass, dog. I do not listen to anything these motherfuckers say, dog, because I don't like Digital Foundry. I've been telling y'all this for years. They trash. They were way better when they used to never talk. Go back to their old videos. They never talk. They used to just show numbers, because numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. So they can keep their bias, they can keep their sugarcoating, and all of that shit that they be doing over there to them fucking selves. I don't give a fuck about Digital Foundry except for the numbers. And y'all need to stop putting so much into Digital Foundry, dog. Nobody gives a fuck about them zooming in 8,000% and all that shit. None of that shit fucking matters.
Oh, man, a lot of niggas care about that. And I couldn't believe it when I saw, this was a year or so back, though. It was like, I think it was Shadow More. It was some game, I don't remember. It was a year or two back, but they had to zoom in like 1,000% to notice 2 pixels off. Everybody was running around like celebrating, like, we got the better version. Like, oh my God.
You know when I was really done with Digital Foundry, when I was like, I'm completely done with these motherfuckers, was during the release of Doom Eternal. When they were doing their analysis for Doom Eternal, and after saying, like, he was saying everything about how the PC version can do this, that, and the third, this motherfucker gonna turn around and say that the PC may be the best place to play. It's like, no, nigga, it is. Like, why don't you say it is? Why you're sitting here trying to make it seem like it may be or may not. No, it is the best place to play. This is not up for fucking debate, but they trying to keep their console audience happy. And that's when I was done. That day.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it was a Doom Eternal analysis. This motherfucker had the nerve to say the PC may be the best place to play. After just saying it can do 4K 120 hertz. Like,
so to you, that's fraud, and that's selling out for the console.
I don't like that type of shit. Keep it 100. It don't matter how they fucking feelings is hurt. Like, if people feelings get hurt over a fact, then that's their fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? That's their problem. When he said that, I was already done with Digital Foundry, but right then and there, that's when I started to hate them motherfuckers. Like, yo, I do not like these dudes. I didn't know that. Like these dudes. Yeah, he talking about that PC maybe. What?
Why else would people watch them other than the analysis? Do they even do reviews or something? Like, I'm surprised.
No, they talk a lot. They do talk. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
people
okay.
do.
Okay.
I mean, listen, like I said, remember I just told you, console fanboys are going to Any ammo they can gather, they are going to use it. And that's what a lot of them use Digital Foundry for, man. They use Digital Foundry to fight this console war.
They do a lot of this stuff. I see people say, like, they wouldn't even know what that shit, like, they still don't know what it means. I see people, I literally have some of my guys read these tweets so we laugh at the shit that they saying that don't even make sense. And I know they got it from combining a bunch of buzzwords and shit they seen on Digital Foundry. And it just, they don't even know what they talking about, but they feel it gives them some advantage in a dumbass console war. And so they get to tweeting it. And then, but they have a bunch of other people co-signing it with them. I was like, man, the blind leading the blind. I just don't understand it.
True that. Shout out to Professor Ock. He said on PC it's usually 4K DLSS ray tracing with a 3080. All right. Yeah.
Well, 3080s just came out. Like during the 20 series, it was difficult to get 4K 60 with ray tracing. Like you could have a 2080 Ti, like that is a tough sell, man. That is a lot of extra work.
And DLSS is a game changer too.
It is. Facts.
It's a game changer.
Facts.
Just know that.
Facts. 100% facts.
Yeah. Shout out to Forget It Brian. And I was a DLSS hater at first too.
What? How? Why?
Because I was like native or nothing. Like native. Because some games DLSS was not better than native. Now when DLSS is better than native, then I give, you know what I mean? I give them all the respect. But some of the games it wasn't. Yeah. Yeah,
wait till DLSS like 3 or 4 drop. Shit, it's gonna be over with.
Yeah, I think they're about to come out with like 2.1 or some shit like that.
Yeah, 2.1. Yeah.
Shout out to Forget It Brian. He said AGS over WWP. Too many classics, DC picks, and lockers. Oh, you talking about the pocket? Okay, got you. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to BizTheKid Gaming. He said full custom graphical settings on console should be a thing, if that's even a thing that's possible. Oh, it's possible, but that's not.
Yeah,
No,
they're not going to allow that, BizTheKid, because it'll be possible for. They would have to really do a bunch of stuff to make sure that the console users don't have settings that will let them drop under 30. Like the PC is a more skilled user, and they will be more aware of what like the trade-offs do, and they can make sure that they're getting the experience they want. But the average console person is not going to be that tech savvy, and it'll be too easy for them to shoot themselves in the foot and then blame the developers, blame the game, and it's really just their settings. I used to work in tech support, and we dealt with that a lot. And industry-wide, there's this unwritten rule that you do not allow the user to shoot themselves in the foot. But the more advanced your user is, the more gates you take off, and we call that idiot proofing. In the console space, those games are going to be heavily idiot proofed so that the users cannot mess themselves up. For some users, it'll be great, but for the average console user, it's just going to lead to headaches for the developers and the publishers. They're not going to do that.
Yep. The phone lines is open, people. A couple of people hit me up, told me to let them in. I hit y'all up. Y'all ain't nowhere to be found, man. The phone lines is open, man, and you will be able to talk to me. Because somebody told me that the reason why a lot of people don't call in is because they only want to talk to me. They don't. I was like, what? Listen, call the. I don't think they want to talk to Optimus Hard8. They just want to talk to you. That's the issue. I'm like, man, y'all niggas is crazy, man. The line.
Hey, I can fall back. Shit, I don't got no problem falling back.
Nah, I mean, listen, a lot of people just want to fall back and just listen. They really don't want to call in, but it's there for them to do if they want to, man. It's there for them to do if they want to, man. I can't make nobody call in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Right, but I mean, people spend $3, $4, $5 super chat. Like you can just call in. You ain't even got to spend that. Although I'm sure A appreciate the super chat, but you can call in, speak your mind.
No doubt. Call in, man. Or super chat, whatever way you want to do it. It's no how you say it? No whatever, man. I fucking heard them. I done went blank what I was about to say. No pressure. No pressure. Yeah. However you want to do it, man. No pressure. Shout out to Professor Ock. He said, can you comment on DLSS, Direct ML, and its future effect on consoles? That shit ain't on consoles.
It is.
DLSS?
No, DirectML.
Oh,
Like that.
DirectML, okay.
Yeah, he's saying, that combination, like that group of technology. So first, DirectML is not the same as DLSS. So there are like hundreds of types of machine learning, and DLSS is a specific type of machine learning. DirectML is machine learning, but it's more for programmers and developers to use in the game after the fact. Like the game is live on your machine running like a neural network or whatever from your actual game. DLSS is what they call, I'm not going to go too much into this, but DLSS is a pre-trained neural net, which basically means before the game is released, they teach that game how to render these high resolution images using low res pixel counts. DirectML is the opposite of that. DirectML is for after your game is released and it's in the wild. What sort of little artificial intelligence stuff can you run in the game then? So they both machine learning, but they different types of machine learning. They not the same. The AMD equivalent of DLSS is like something image enhancement. I forget the name of it.
Yeah,
but
they ain't got no answer for that shit.
They got a little thing, but it ain't
good enough.
No, it's not as good as DLSS, especially DLSS 2.0.
We'll see on the 28th.
Yeah, so that being said, we don't even know if that's in consoles. I forget the name of it. I think I forget, but I know there's an
as far as their graphics cards. We'll see if they have
their graphic cards in general.
We'll see if they have an answer on the October 28th when they do their press conference for their new graphics cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we can move on from that.
All right.
Hey, well, we're gonna answer your question, man.
So 30 frames per second is still gonna be a thing, man. Let me see. Let's talk about Phil Spencer, man. Basically, Phil Spencer said that they don't need to put Bethesda games on any other platform, and they are still going to recoup that $7.5 billion. Cole, what you think? He running his mouth, or he got a point?
Man, Phil is a salesman, but like I said before, like Phil has done a lot to save console gaming, more than a lot of niggas realize. But he is definitely a salesman, and
he capping or what's up?
I don't think he capping. So Microsoft is position 8. They can make that money back over 15 to 20 years, and they don't care. If you talking about can they make it back
it's gonna take that long. It's gonna take that long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right. So if you're saying can they make it back quickly, that's one thing, but it's like can they make it back? When they set a business plan, they usually plan 10, 15 years out. And I firmly believe that given that amount of time, they can, but I'm not sure they're going to want to. But there's no doubt in my mind that, yeah, they can outlast this easily.
I think people forget that Microsoft is a business and they are in this business to make money. They are not in the business just to lose money. They did not get where they at to be losing fucking money. You know what I'm saying? And when you do, I mean, isn't it? Don't you want a quick return on your investment? I mean, isn't that like at least you want it as quickly as possible?
Not necessarily. Sometimes, and again, it's just going to depend on what the business plan is. Like you're not wrong. It's like what's the problem they trying to solve? Because they definitely did some things back in the 80s and 90s that was not the quickest way. But it like you heard people say all money ain't good money. Like there are times when if you take this longer approach, you will get so much more having crushed this thing over here that the rate at which your money will be coming to you 10 years from now will overshadow what you can get in the short run. So it depends on what they're trying to solve. I personally think they're gonna still have a lot of multiplats. I think that they're trying to use this as leverage to get Game Pass in more places. I think that's what they really want.
That's been the whole thing. Like, why don't Phil Spencer just come out and say, listen, they are exclusive to the Xbox platform or ecosystem. They are not coming to any other platform. Why don't he just come out and say that instead of beating around the bush?
Because he's a businessman and he is negotiating.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, for the people that run around and say things like, these games are not coming to a PlayStation platform, you don't really know that as of right now. Because until they just flat out say, hey, these games are not coming to PlayStation. Until they say that, I don't know, man. It's up in the air. It's up in the air.
Agree. So, and that's what I was trying to say earlier. The Xbox community in particular, and that I have seen, maybe the PlayStation community does it too, but nowhere near as bad as the Xbox community that I have seen. They really do. They are real anxious to go out and make a bunch of promises that Xbox is going to do this and Xbox is going to do that, and they have no idea. That's where this whole 4K 60 ray tracing came from, because you had all these people saying Xbox going to do all of this stuff. Xbox ain't going to put their games there. Like, you don't know none of this stuff. Just stop it. There was a time, this is going to be before you was born, but there was a time where they told me that Sonic and Mario would never be on the same platform.
That was before I was born.
Yeah,
I'm glad you think I'm so young. I'm glad you think I'm so young, man. That's what's up. Appreciate that.
And now you got Sonic all over Nintendo platforms, man. You can never make these absolute claims. All you can do is wait it out. You can say what you think, which is fine. We can share our opinions, but these niggas go beyond sharing their opinions, and they say with absolute certainty, this game is not going to PlayStation. I'm like, okay.
That's the shit
and
I be
now
talking
all they
about,
doing.
yo. That's what that's something I always be talking about. I don't understand why people cannot just sit back and wait. Because these dudes make an ass out of themselves, assuming they look stupid every time. Just
and that's what I'm saying. Then you got these receipts.
Don't you want to be able to talk your shit? Don't you want to be able to talk your shit with facts? You want to talk your shit now and then get clowned later on when it turns out not to be true. All you gotta do is just wait. Just wait.
Exactly, that's what I've been trying to say. Just wait. But you got all these Xbox people. You give the PlayStation trolls all of this ammunition, and they not gonna miss. When certain people in this PlayStation community take shots, they got all these receipts, like I was saying earlier, and the Xbox dudes just look more and more stupid. But they don't learn from it. They just keep doing it more and more, making all of these promises about what Xbox gonna do.
Wow.
That is the problem. And it's like, and I hate to say this because I'm passionate about stuff, like you tease me because I buy action figures and art and
dolls. Yeah, it's all good.
But I'm not gonna really get on nobody for being passionate, but the shit they like, people spend their money on what they want to spend their money on, do what they want to do, that's fine. But these people do not seem to learn from their mistakes, and they just keep putting their foot in their mouth, and they only hurting the rest of the real Xbox fans, because then you also have to see all this other shit, and you have to be like, man, you shouldn't have said that. Like, why did you say it?
Yeah, that's all. I mean, I've been telling people, man, for years, man, if y'all would just wait until you actually got something that you can fucking use as facts, you would come out much better. Y'all want to run with this shit, this marketing talk. Y'all want to run with the BS, and then when it turns out to not to be true, now you're getting roasted. You know what I mean? People pulling up receipts, and you getting exposed.
Luca said she got receipts from years back, so you know she ready.
You know what I mean? A lot of people be ready. They be ready because motherfuckers be saying a bunch of dumb shit. It's like, yo, all you got to do is just wait. All right? Now, we got to switch gears a little bit. But no, we still on this gaming shit. It's a lot of gaming shit to talk about, man. We leading up to the fucking
got a caller in here, but he on mute. Hey, who is this?
That's Soul to Soul. Soul.
Okay.
First of all, I may not have a PlayStation 5 on launch. You know what I mean? I need to test my celebrity, man. Who got an extra pre-order for me? And y'all need me to have a PlayStation 5 at launch, because I'm the only one that's gonna keep it real about that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Now, if y'all need that real talk, I need a PS5 at launch. Amazon and fucked my shit up. They have no answer. They gave me $100 in credit and told me to go on my merry motherfucking way. So, and I ain't paying because I'm not even really that upset about this shit, because I have 2 games I want to play. But I need a PS5 at launch. You know what I'm saying? Who else gonna give y'all this real spit besides me? You know what I'm saying? Now, if y'all want that bullshit, y'all want that sugar-coated fanboy bullshit, then y'all go ahead with that. But y'all only gonna get the truth from the truth. So who got a pre-order they want to pass off? I know some of y'all got 4, 5 of them.
Hold on, man.
What's up? What's up?
Know that you posted that PlayStation sent you the direct link to get a PS5.
I had already had the pre-order by that time.
Okay.
And plus, that wasn't guaranteed anyway. People had that shit and they ain't even get it then.
No, the PlayStation Direct ones was guaranteed, right?
No, it wasn't.
I didn't know that. Okay.
No, that shit wasn't. You was in a queue and you been hope that you got it. That shit was not guaranteed.
Email like you did though. Like if once you got that email, you was straight.
Nah. You still had to
even
go.
After that.
Yeah, you still had to go in and fight for it. Hopefully you can get one. Yeah.
Okay.
Some people were sitting there, motherfucker, for an hour and they didn't get one.
Stop playing.
Yeah, facts.
Okay.
Shout out to Biz the Kid Gaming. He said the way PlayStation been on their head, them games will be everywhere except PlayStation. That's what I would do. Mobile, Switch, PC, Ouya, Stadia, Leapfrog, Petty. Yeah, but you gotta understand, these motherfuckers don't be in their feelings if they can see money, man. They more about money than they feelings. That's why you can see them congratulating each other and all of that. They're not really in their feelings about anything like that. They already know it's a business, it's a competition, and we are both trying to outsell each other. You know what I'm saying? Or we're both trying to make as much money as we can possibly make. So if they feel like they're gonna, if somebody, because it ain't even up to Phil Spencer. I think if somebody higher up, they want that shit, and somebody that's really in charge. They want them games to be everywhere, then them fucking games will be everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point you made. Like a lot of people don't pay attention to that. Like this console war stuff is like fun for like the community.
Yeah.
But Microsoft and Sony, they don't look at who sells the most consoles. They look at who generates the most revenue. And not only that, they look at like profit. What is more profitable? And like Porter Rock did a video, I don't know, it was like some months ago. Or actually it was a tweet. It was a tweet he had. He was going to somebody, but he showed that like the PlayStation Network division by itself made more money than Microsoft like all together combined. And one of the things that people didn't notice about that though that was important is the PlayStation Network division is a service. PlayStation services right now makes more money than they gain, and a ton more, and more than Microsoft. But PlayStation got into services because of Microsoft. PlayStation was been selling consoles. Microsoft made you pay for Xbox Live. Sony was like, okay, I see these niggas willing to pay for that, so we gonna do the same thing, add the service on and so forth. And now they got a whole new revenue stream. Sony was the first with PS Now. Microsoft's like, revenue stream. Like, they're going to copy off of each other. While we focusing on hardware units sold, what they're focusing on is revenue streams and which of these revenue streams is more profitable and, like, how can we generate more revenue off of, like, this product. They couldn't care. Well, they care about console sales. I don't want to say that, but, like, the average person that buys a console is not going to buy as many games as some other people. I think they said the average user buys like 2 games a year, which is way too low for them to make a profit. It's people like us, like is where all the money comes from. So they definitely looking for ways to diversify and get more revenue. We count consoles, and it is important to be sure, but that's not their main focus. PlayStation makes way more money from services than they do console sales. It's not even close. It's like almost 3 times as much. And it's all public record. You can go look it up. It's all public record because they're a publicly traded company.
Shout out to King Kovu. He said, dang, e-begging. Hate to see it. Did I e-beg for something? I said, who got a pre-order for me? I'm going to pay for it myself. Fuck is you talking about? I ain't asking nobody to buy it for me. I said, who got the pre-order for me? Get it correct, motherfucker. I didn't say who gonna buy it for me. I said who got a pre-order. I'll pay for it myself.
Buy it. Huh? Yeah, well, If somebody got one, I'll take it. If he don't want it, if there's nobody trying to give one away, I'll take it.
You know what I mean? I ain't ask somebody to buy it for me, motherfucker. Fuck is you talking about? Shout out to Andrew Wilkins. He said, Cole being wrong and lying is the point of being an Xbox fan. Tim Dog lost many bets to PlayStation fans and still talk shit. Any Xbox fan you can name has been constantly wrong and denies being wrong.
Well, I mean, so that's probably true. I'm not going to dispute that, but Tim Dog in particular, I mean, I done seen him like, okay, that's my L. I take that L. And he pay up. Like, but the problem is the people that follow him, they won't take their L. And even though Tim Dog is like me, you know, my bad, I take the L, pay out, whatever. You got thousands of little niggas that's running around after him, and they just going in, and they not gonna take no L. They just gonna double down on the foolishness. So yeah,
definitely not. Shout out to Gianni Skywalker. He said, ain't been able to catch y'all live. Happy to see you and OGOC on the pod. He a real ninja from the early GMG podcast, sending positive vibes to the listeners as well. Thank you. Appreciate you, player. All right, now we got to talk about some old... Well, this ain't really bogus. It's definitely a possibility. It all depends about, you know, the supply. But anyway, analysts are saying that the Xbox could outsell the PlayStation 5 2-1 this holiday season. The only way I see that happening is if Sony doesn't have the supply. That's the only way.
See, I wish Forte was in here, but you're right. I wish Forte. You should call in and talk about this, man. So I was on the show with Forte. He worked at GameStop in Michigan.
Yeah,
and he was telling us that like Xbox was sold out everywhere all during the pandemic. You couldn't keep them in, and the reason why though is because, you know, people at home now, so they want stuff to do. Kids need stuff to do. They sold out of PlayStations. They're going to buy Xboxes because they're not going to go away empty-handed. I'm, you know, paraphrasing what he said. And like they sold a ton of Xboxes and Xbox stuff. And that coincides with what you're saying. Like, yeah, if it's the holiday season and you can't get your hand on a PlayStation, you're going to want to try to get something. Like this is what the numbers are showing.
Well,
and
they ain't sell enough because they still ain't win an MPD. They still ain't win an MPD, so they ain't sell enough. Yeah.
But I mean, like they were sold out though, and like they not gonna have, like you said, Xbox realizing, okay, we not really selling like that, so we may only have 10,000 units for sale this month. Yeah. Once they sell out of that, they sold out, but like they gone. So yeah, if Sony doesn't make as many units, or because Sony's more global, right? They in more places, so they got to have distribution for the USA, Japan. You really got to worry about Microsoft doing nothing in Japan, you know, so they can be light over there and have more for the USA. So yeah, I do think that in certain regions that Xbox could sell more for the reason you just said, because PlayStation are sold out, and now people want something though. But I don't think
if the PlayStation can't meet the demand, and Xbox has more units to sell, then that's a possibility. But if they both got product, it ain't happening.
And depending on what region. And then, you know, you got them scalpers. A lot of the scalpers buying up PlayStations too.
Oh yeah. No doubt. Also, there was another analysts are saying that the PlayStation 5 is going to sell 200 to 300 million in the next 5 or 6 years. I don't believe that not one fucking bit.
300 million? Ooh,
2 to 300 million in the next 5 to 6 years.
200 I could see, and I'm not going to even front. Again, I think that given the world's recent experience with the pandemic and with different people like being more open to gaming and consoles and stuff selling out because people need more stuff to do with staying at home, I think that more people now have been exposed to like the gaming life, and you could see some uptick, maybe 150, 160. So I think 200 is within range. 300 million, I think is crazy, but I definitely think that they can get up to 200 million. Or somewhere in there, like higher than the 150. I think that that's definitely a possibility because way more people got their eyes on it now.
We'll see. We'll definitely see, because I don't think so. I don't think so, man. We'll see. Shout out to PC Master Race. He said, Hard8, didn't you say PS5 wouldn't be hard to find? Yeah, I'm still going to go and probably can be able to get one. I just want to make sure I have one. I don't really think that. I think there will be some for walk-ins. That's what I mean. I think there will be some for walk-ins.
Yeah.
I think, because there was walk-ins for PS4. You know what I'm saying? There was walk-ins for PS4, and I had got my PS4 for eBay. I had paid extra, what I paid, I think $575, $550 for it, because I thought that there was not going to be any for walk-ins, and it turned out that there was. So I didn't even have to go to eBay, but just to make sure I had it on launch day, I went to eBay, because I didn't pre-order the PS4 either. You know what I'm saying?
So usually, this gonna be up to the store, but like Forte can call in on this one too. Nigga ain't doing calling in. He probably at work. But like I told you before, my girl, she worked management at a major retail chain, and they for sure gonna have some for walk-ins because they want that foot traffic, and they use those to get people in the store. And then once you're in the store, they can upsell you on other stuff. So while they will do pre-orders, they will also definitely have some for walk-in.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure I can get one. But if not, I'm really not even really it's whatever, man. It's whatever.
Shit, I'd be highly upset if I don't get one on launch day. Highly upset.
Nah, I don't know. That's how I feel now, and I'm probably quite sure when that time comes, and I'm gonna be like, fuck. The only thing mad is because I had a secure pre-order, and then Amazon did some fuck shit. So that's the only sucker shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, Soul to Soul, you there? Also, we got King Kovu.
Yeah.
What up?
Hey, go ahead.
I'm gonna fall back since y'all only want to talk to 8. I'm gonna fall back.
Nah,
I'm here for you, Q Code.
That's not that.
Hey, let me get King Kovu out the way because Soul to Soul got actually a different topic he want to talk about. So go ahead, King.
All right. So maybe y'all can answer this for me. How would the next PlayStation outside of PS2, if they don't have the DVD player was huge that gen, they had the biggest games exclusive. I'm not seeing it.
They still got the biggest games exclusives, but
but they had GTA back then.
True that. But GTA
All
wasn't
Final
GTA
Fantasies.
now. GTA back then wasn't what it is now.
Yeah, but it's on multiple platforms now. That's not.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Comparison.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, okay, you're right. Hold on. How much was GTA selling back then when it was only on Play? But it was timed exclusive, right?
I thought it was exclusive the whole gen.
It was, yeah.
I could have swore San Andreas was on Xbox.
Original
It
Xbox?
was, but
Yeah,
that
I
first
swore
one,
the
that first
original
GTA 3,
the original San Andreas was on the original Xbox.
and GTA 4 was definitely on Xbox. And
that one was.
Well, 360, yeah, 360.
So was the GTA 3 exclusive and Vice
It
City?
was. GTA 3 was definitely exclusive. That
GTA
first open world one was exclusive to PlayStation.
I'm quite sure because I remember looking. I was upstate when it came out, but I had a Game Informer, and I remember they was doing comparisons of GTA San Andreas on Xbox compared to PlayStation. Like the draw distance was more and all that. It was much better on Xbox. So I'm quite sure San Andreas was definitely on Xbox.
Yeah, but to answer your question, fam, is because, like I said, I think the gaming audience is bigger now than it was then. And you still got the DVD people that can come in for the Blu-ray because I don't know yet, it ain't out yet, but from what I'm hearing, it's a real decent Blu-ray player. We'll see. And then you got more people to sell it to.
40 million more people than this gen?
I don't know, but I think it's
crazy.
reasonable. Worldwide though, not just US, right? Worldwide. Yeah.
Jeez. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure about that one. That seems tight. Plus, with PC gaming getting bigger, I think these consoles going to start going down.
Unless exclusives go to PC, then
PC
that might affect it.
PC gaming is definitely growing at a rapid rate.
But you still them PlayStation exclusives is what keep people.
Yeah, the PlayStation exclusives. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You think they all going to be exclusive?
We'll see.
We'll see. They said more games was coming to PC, so not day and date, but they're going to get there. Yep. All right.
All right, then.
All right, player.
Peace.
Later.
All right, hold on. We got some more people want to get on this topic, man. The sales topic, boy. You know they want to talk about them sales, boy. I don't think it's going to do 200 million, though. I doubt it. We'll see. What up, John the Hero? Thanks for calling in. What up?
What up?
Yo, how the fuck did you guys just let, and especially you, Optimus, because you're like a gaming historian at this point. You're like 65 years old. How the fuck did you not know that GTA 3 is on PC? Like, all those shits are multi-platform. Sony never had those shits on lock, man.
Well, I mean, in the beginning they did. I'm saying like that. It was able to sell systems because it was only available on PlayStation at that time. Yeah, eventually.
All right, man. I just don't want people to get it twisted. There's people out there who think Sony had Metal Gear Solid and all that. That's on PC. The only exclusive Metal Gear is the fourth one. And I don't want people, because like people get that shit like twisted. You know what I mean?
All right, player, we hear you. We don't want no smoke.
Oh, and Hard8, you need to stop hating on old games. Like you always tweet about, why are people getting excited to play old games on the next gen? No, look, if it's a good game is a good game. Like it doesn't matter like when you play it.
If you're front running old games, like let's talk about that, because Microsoft is running around talking about something. They got the biggest launch title, and they want you to believe that games that you probably already own is a launch title. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. It ain't no fucking launch title. Games that are already out is not no launch title. And damn sure a game that I already own, whether it be physically or digitally, that is not no fucking launch title. And people are falling for that. Right. Yeah.
But they're not launch titles.
That's smoke and mirrors right there.
Oh, yeah.
Look, if you're excited to play if you play Destiny 2 right now, and you're excited to play that next gen, I don't see what's the problem, man?
Hey,
like,
that's
if you
cool. That's cool, but if that's your only focus, I mean, goddamn, where the new games at?
Hey, man, those
that
things
should be
take
a
time
bonus. That should be bonus. That should not be the front runner. That should be a bonus.
Man, you right on that, Nate. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's the Xbox launching with again?
You come for the king, you bet not miss. Yeah.
Hey, man, I just want to say, man, put some respect on those old games. You're right, though. They're not launch titles, but I'm just saying, man.
All right, player.
All right, thanks for calling in, man. Peace.
Yep.
All right, what we got? We got to talk. Hold on, because we got some shit to talk about. Hold up. What the fuck I wanted to get? Oh, we need to talk about these launch titles, man. We need to talk about these first-party launch titles for this Xbox, man. It's looking bad out here. You hear me, Optimus? I know who you really are. You hear me?
It's bad, bro.
You hear me? You want to hear them? You want to hear the first-party launch games that are releasing at launch for Xbox?
Long go ahead.
Forza Horizon 4. Forza Horizon 4. Actual release date was September 28th, 2018. Gears 5. Actual release date September 6th, 2019. Gears Tactics, which has not released on consoles yet, but it did release on PC in April. Grounded, which are also released.
But that's in pre-release. Like, I don't even... Is it going to be actually released now? Or just you can play the preview on the Series X?
I guess. And Ori and the Will of the Wisp. These are the first-party launch, quote-unquote, launch titles for the Xbox. My God, that got to be one of the worst first-party launch titles I have ever seen. Bad.
Yeah.
Bad. I've been trying to get nobody trying to in here, man. He ain't. I don't know why.
Yeah, I've seen a couple. Yeah, I don't think nobody trying to damage control this list. Hey, that is trash.
Man, listen.
Trash.
Man, listen. Trit Nash.
Yeah, they put all the eggs in one basket, and when that basket folded, this is what
you talking about, that Halo Infinite basket. Yeah. We got Gaming Forte in here, man. Yo,
Forte, what up, player?
What up, though?
Yo, he works at GameStop. He will give you $7 for a PS5. Go ahead, player.
$7 for a man. Look, man, tell these people to stop bringing their sports games to the store thinking they're gonna get more than 2 cents for them.
The sports games don't have no type of fucking resale value after,
Man,
especially after that year.
Man, I had somebody walk in here today, was like, bro, you gonna give me $2 for Madden 20? I'm like, bro, the new Madden came out and we about halfway through the season already.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. What's going on? I officially done been on every podcast, it seems like. I'm on AGS now. What's going on with you guys, man?
Yo,
What's up, man?
What up?
What you think about this Xbox outselling PlayStation? You think that's possible?
I got a bet with Slomo on that, remember?
And which one you went for?
I think Xbox going to outsell them. But it all comes down to availability, though.
Just what you think.
Hold on. Didn't PlayStation say they're going to have 14 million fucking copies? I mean, units at launch.
So I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, so our bet went back all the way to early this year when all of the speculations about them ramping down production because they said they were having issues with meeting demand and they were only going to have 10 million systems out there. At that point,
first they said 6, and then they raised it between 7 and 10.
Then they raised it another 7 million.
Well, hold on. They said that was a rumor though, like that wasn't real.
No, they actually came out. No, they actually came out and said it. They said that they were having issues with manufacturing. That's why for the longest, it was only 10 million systems that they were 10 to 11 million systems they were guaranteeing for the physical year of next year. And then they raised it again when they doubled manufacturing like over the last 3 months. So I made that bet saying that, Microsoft ain't said nothing about having any type of supply restraint. If PlayStation is going to have it, that means Xbox is going to have probably more systems in the ecosystem, especially since they were doing the whole discontinuing the Xbox One X. They were basically saying we're not selling the S, the all digital system anymore, and they were going to use the S as the holiday bundle. So the biggest thing that people don't realize is people, once you get closer and closer to Christmas, they ain't trying to wait for anything. They're going to buy whatever the heck is available. I remember last year going into the holiday having like 50 Xboxes sitting in my back room and nobody was buying them, but I was out of PlayStations like crazy. But literally we got to that last week before Christmas and people were like, you got a PlayStation? I was like, nah, man, we ain't had no PlayStations about a couple of weeks. They was like, well, what do you got? I was like, I got Xbox. And they said, which ones you got? I swear to God, every Xbox One X, every Xbox One S, every last one of those boys ran out of my back room. And they were all gone by the time Christmas.
Let me say this. That's bad on the parents. Because when them kids woke up on Christmas and seen that Xbox,
they probably were upset.
They ruined their holiday. Parents, get your kids what they asked for, goddammit.
That's true, but for most people, they only gonna buy Call of Duty and Madden, and so they gonna be straight.
And let's be for real about this though. Let's go back to how last generation played out. The reason Xbox won, they didn't win because they came in third place at PlayStation passed them, but the reason it was a perceived win by Xbox last generation is because they sold 80-something million systems, and a lot of people said that the third-party games ran better on the 360. But the difference is, last generation, a lot of people had both systems. I don't know too many people by the time that generation ended didn't have a PlayStation and an Xbox in their house at the same time at one point.
I mean, this Xbox generation, because Xbox, 360 one of my favorite, but the Nintendo won, man. They destroyed them.
Well, no. We're just talking about Nintendo wiped the floor and 90% of their systems were only used for one game. And
then as far as PlayStation, they came out a year late. They were more money.
Yep.
Like it was a lot of shit against PlayStation.
There was a lot of stuff against them.
And they still didn't. They still couldn't get it done.
Exactly. But the thing was though, like I said, people keep saying that Microsoft isn't going to be able, or Xbox isn't going to be able to make headroom on. I'm like, this generation was really bad. They had a whole bunch of stuff that came up against them. When it came to the beginning of the generation with Xbox and Don Matrix basically saying we got a system for you and DRM and all that other crazy stuff, and that turned off a lot of the people in the beginning of the generation that was going to go Xbox, and they said screw that, I'm just going to go PlayStation. And let me tell you, up until 2 years ago, people still believe DRM was a thing on the Xbox. So that was like the death knell for them throughout this generation. So going forward, it just looks like this for me. Xbox didn't give people a reason to buy an Xbox this generation. That's why you didn't see the saturation that you saw last generation, where Xbox came out early, and that was another thing I said they needed to do. I said Xbox can't let PlayStation come out first.
And hold on. We're not gonna act like Red Ring of Death didn't play a big role in them selling a lot of more consoles.
Oh, well, I always tell people, if you take the Red Ring of Death, you probably take about 10 to 15 million systems off their count, and they
replaced them for free though. They didn't resell them.
But a lot of people didn't want to wait.
No, a lot of people just bought systems.
Yeah, we just I just bought another system.
Whole new rim.
Oh yeah, I went out. I did the same thing, bro. I sent my Xbox in, they fixed it, but I was like, I'm not waiting 3 weeks.
I'm not waiting no fucking hell no.
Yeah, I just went out and bought another one. So Microsoft definitely double dipped on about 15 million systems that way. So let's be for real, they probably still only sold like 70 million systems, and I still think that's a great number for them. But the difference is, they couldn't get anybody that was on PlayStation to buy an Xbox this generation. If you already had a PlayStation, Call of Duty was exclusive with all their content over there. NBA had their content. Grand Theft Auto had their content over there first to play. So all the things that was a selling point for Xbox last generation when it comes to being a multiplayer box, all flipped over to PlayStation this generation. So now it just comes down to is Xbox going to have enough systems out there than PlayStation this generation? And I think at the very beginning of it, they definitely might have that, especially with the whole all access thing that they're doing. Now they're basically selling systems for $35 a month to people, whoever basically just needs one. And they're basically saying we have 10 to 15 million systems allocated. And I think the one thing that people aren't realizing is the reason Sony is coming out in America first and not in other territories is because they know Microsoft. They know Microsoft is strongest here in America. Think about like the 360 era, PlayStation got like destroyed here in America. It was like 3-1 in America. The only difference was PlayStation made up so much ground in Europe and Japan. They were outselling Xbox like 7-1 or 7-2.
Whoa, 3-1 in America? Absolutely not.
It was 3, dude. It was like literally.
Show me that. Where them numbers at? Where them numbers at?
Go pull those numbers up, Hard8.
No. I don't gotta pull them up. You prove your point. Give me the numbers. You pull them up.
I can't pull them up.
Tell me where to look.
You can go find them.
Nah. Don't.
No, Hard8, go find
3-1. Absolutely not. That's bullshit.
So what? So what did they outsell them by, Hard8? What do you think?
It was not 3-1.
Okay, what was it? 2-1 then? Same. It was double. At least double.
Man, I need to see those numbers, man. I just need to see them numbers, man.
Let me ask you.
Tell me where to look. Tell me where to look.
Wait, hold on. Hard8. If PlayStation made it, where is PlayStation strongest at?
PlayStation is strong everywhere. Fuck.
Where are they? You ain't answering the question.
Everywhere. Everywhere. I'm answering your question. Everywhere.
We're talking about a system that literally outsold Xbox like 10-1 in Japan, like 10 million systems to 1.
Okay.
Then you're talking about in European and other areas like that where they were like what, 5 and 6 to 1. So you're trying to tell me, where do you think Xbox made up the extra ground at to even come close to PlayStation?
No, I know they did well. I know they did well in America, but they didn't do. It wasn't no 3-1.
All right, Hard8.
I don't believe that. You got to show me that. You got to show me that.
You know I'm going to, because I'm about to leave work. When I leave work, I'm going to find it.
Please show me that. And it better be a legitimate source. It better be a legitimate source.
I'm going to make a nice thumbnail for you. And
I hope it ain't a nigga in his basement somewhere that gave you that information. It better be a legitimate source. Listen, PlayStation has been dominating since they came into the fucking game.
Hey, ain't nobody saying PlayStation wasn't dominating. We just basically saying the facts that the reason PlayStation is coming to America first is because they know that's where Microsoft is strongest at, and they know we want to get those players here, because if we let Microsoft run away with America off the rip, then they know they got a problem with them still selling systems both ways. Because guess what? Hard8, this is the generation.
What did that Xbox One run away with? What territory they ran away with?
Xbox One ain't run away with nothing because they
still shit.
Get up there
and they are still shit. That's what you don't understand. Ain't nothing changed.
We're not saying they ain't shit, Hard8.
No, but what I'm saying is all of that America shit is over. That's dead. That's dead. They gotta regain that respect. They don't have America respect no more. They gotta
You gotta
regain
read
that.
this super chat while Forte's still on the call.
Hold on.
Yeah, read them because somebody's funny blasphemy. Go ahead.
All right, hold on. Let me get to it. Andrew Wilkins, he said Forte is another lying Xbox.
Oh, here we go.
Who rarely plays games that come up with false scenarios how Xbox can compete or win next gen. All Xbox fans the same.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Andrew Wilkins. Okay, first of all, you a hater. We all know that for a fact because you all in all these different Xbox parties and listening to these live streams and you when they're giving your money to people that you don't like. So shout out to you. Second of all, I bet your trophy score ain't nowhere near mine because it's probably
what is your trophy score? What is your trophy score for the record?
I don't know. What is it like 211 or something? And I don't even play on my PlayStation.
Oh, no, I mean, hold on. You said your trophy score? You said his trophy score ain't nowhere near yours.
I said it probably ain't near mine. Mine's is 211 right now. What's his? I don't know.
Oh, what's your Xbox score?
Just under 100,000.
Okay. 100,000, just under 100,000. How long you been on Xbox?
Let's put it like this. Destiny
nigga, how long you been on Xbox? No. How long you been on Xbox?
I said since the beginning, motherfucker.
And you ain't even got 100,000.
Listen.
Wow.
Hard eight.
Go ahead.
Listen. Hey, Code knows the
No, nigga.
Oh, it ain't no nigga. Code knows what my problem is.
Yeah, he ain't lying. He telling
okay, what's his problem?
His problem is that he plays one game all the time, which is Destiny 2.
A multiplat. Okay.
Yeah, he was playing it on PC, but I think the cheating ran him off. Him and Luca both. Yeah, him and Luca.
I haven't been on Xbox like permanently since like 2011, and I got over 80,000.
Guess what, Hardy? Guess what I was at when I went into the Xbox One generation? I was at 78,000 when I started the generation.
Wow, yeah. I mean, he got a point. You probably just started playing games. He got a little point.
What?
He got a little point.
Oh Lord!
Listen, ain't no way you've been on Xbox since the beginning, and you only got
how many? Wait.
70,000.
How many gamers? What's your gamer score, Hardy?
My gamer score is over 80,000.
And when's the last time you played on Xbox?
I started on the 360. And I was hold on.
When's the last time you played on there?
Xbox I think like Battletoads. I played a little bit.
No, okay. So when's the last time you went hard and actually got like a lot?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
So I'm trying to tell you, I was at 78,000 when this generation started.
That's bad though.
No. You at 80,000, bro. You probably how many games? How much you think you got over the last 8 years on your Xbox or the last 4 years on your Xbox?
Not a lot. That's the point I'm making. You've been there since the beginning, and I'm right with you.
And I've been playing. Because I've been playing one game this entire generation. Because most of this stuff's been trash. Let's be for real. Come on, Hardy. Let's be for real, bro. Outside of God of War,
it's been some games. Nigga, it's been some games.
Outside of God of War, which I did beat. Outside of Last of Us, which we did.
Hold on, Xbox guy. Why you naming all these PlayStation games? Xbox
because
guy?
That's where the games are at. Ain't nobody no hater.
I tell you an Xbox guy. I didn't even know that.
I know. What is he talking about? You an Xbox
Hold on. You can definitely tell he an Xbox guy because he really think
Xbox
PC
guy.
No, he really think Xbox got a chance. He really think Xbox. Only an Xbox guy would think Xbox got a chance. Like, come on, let's be real.
No, I just look at the situation as something that can actually happen. If it doesn't happen, oh well, but it can happen.
Listen.
People think it cannot happen.
Hold on. For this, the only way it can happen is if Sony cannot meet the demand. That's the only way.
And what did I say, Hardy, at the beginning of this conversation?
Right. Keep it okay. Just keep it there.
That's all we were saying, bro.
Okay,
you try to come down. Your boy Andrew Wilkins, he got a tumor up his ass, and he trying to come at me for no fucking reason.
All right, hold on. Shout out to Andrew Wilkins. He said my score is 239. Xbox are always wrong.
Oh, 239, and you live on your PlayStation, and I played 3 games on this generation on my PlayStation, and I'm already 213.
Hey, stick to that. But that Xbox ain't looking good, and that's your thing, right?
Whatever, Hardy.
Hold on, what's your name on Xbox?
Same thing, Gaming Forte. Go look it up.
Okay. No.
You know,
okay.
I don't have.
I'm gonna let you ride.
Stats.
Hold on, is your stats are they public? Are they public?
They are public.
Okay,
Sir.
okay. That's
Y'all
all
still have y'all same accounts from the 360?
Yeah. Fuck you supposed to do? Start a new one? Fuck you doing
I
that
started
for?
a new
I
one. I
did.
like that. I like that 17-year badge next to my
You know what I
name.
mean? Exactly. I want you to see my work I put in. Shit, look at my
Yeah,
resume.
I do not have mine. I've been trying to get it back, but they're not willing to work with me.
Well, you just started playing games. Before this, it was Pinochle and
Lord.
Bingo. So, you know, come on, man. We know what's going on.
Nigga, please.
Play
I told you, boy, I was
Pinochle
doing
every
this when
week.
you was born. Stop this.
Oh man, you have to stop letting Hard8 slander you like that, Cole. Man, you came up better than this, bro. You don't be letting those Xbox people do it.
It's his show, man. You know, I can't.
So now you gonna let him get away because it's his show? Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
in the beginning.
Listen, I come with them facts, man. They can't handle them facts, dog. Yo, you gotta understand. Look, go on Twitter. People don't really engage with me because I bring them facts. They can't. You can't engage with me. My head is on straight. I don't say foolish, dumb shit. So niggas gotta be quiet when I start talking because I'm coming with facts. I'm not talking about code. I'm just talking about in general. Niggas gotta be quiet when I come along.
Let me give you some. I'm gonna give you some feedback from the outside of somebody that's been listening to you for years and stuff.
What's up?
You give these people too much fucking credit.
I give you
you think these people are gonna be more than what they are, and you just gotta take them for what they really are.
Okay, got you. Right.
Yeah, we were
right.
talking about that earlier.
I'm too nice.
I learned
Am I too nice? I'm too much of a nice guy. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, well, dude, because people look, people gonna let you. The people that you're the closest to gonna let you down. Ultimately, if you allow them to let you down, like my group. I mean, I hang out with Luca and them all the time, and I know in my heart that that's my dog. But if she was to let me down, that would hurt my dude. I don't know what I would be hurt, bro.
Yeah.
So I get how you feel. I get how you feel about shit like that. But if you allow these people to like really get underneath your skin and all that other crazy shit, then all you gonna do is just keep circling the drain.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Luca, your mama ain't she Forte?
Yeah, she your mama too.
Hey, let me get this super chat. Shout out to Trunks. PS3 sold 29 million. PS3 sold 29 million. 360 sold 47 million in the US. Not 3-1.
Okay, 2-1. Shit.
That ain't really 2-1 either, sir.
Okay, it's close to 2-1. It was what 23 million difference?
But that's not 2-1, sir. Or three. I mean, that's not 3-1. That was the argument. But hold on, we got Psycho in here.
What up, Psycho?
What's happening?
What up,
Flair?
What up?
What's going on?
What's up, Psycho?
What up? What's up? What's up?
Don't get yourself in trouble. Don't get yourself in trouble. Go ahead.
Man, get out of here, man. Well, first of all,
I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know how your friends might feel. I don't know how your friends might feel.
Before you get yours off, Cycle, don't bring up nothing in the DMs, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna do that right now. Do that right motherfucking now.
Shit, man, let's keep it clean. I don't know how his friends might feel. Keep it clean. Go ahead.
Before we get to that,
go ahead.
There ain't no way in hell Xbox gonna beat PlayStation as far as sales are concerned.
Well, that's hold on.
Well, we know that's not gonna happen over the course of the generation.
Hold on,
we
we meant if the supply not there this holiday season, this holiday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I mean, the only way I can see them winning is through software. It's through their service, through what is that shit called? Game Pass.
Game Pass.
Is in revenue. That's the only way they can beat Sony is possibly in revenue with Game Pass. But I just don't see them beating Sony any kind of way.
Why is them not having the cheapest console like a factor here?
Because so with my job, like part of my job is to kind of study people. So I work in marketing and in sales and all that kind of stuff as well. So part of it is understanding how people think, what makes people buy certain things, what makes people tick. And right now, I mean, who's to say what's going to happen in the future? But right now, Microsoft has a bad stigma associated with them. And having a cheaper console isn't going to change that. That's not going to change. I mean, you may get more sales than the previous generation, but that's not going to change that. You have to change the perception of your brand. Like they have to be more commercials on TV. You got to see Microsoft Xbox on the buses. You got to see it in the movie theater, or we ain't doing movie theaters no more. But people got to see Xbox everywhere, and they have to be, for lack of a better word, I don't know how to explain it, but they have to appeal to more people than what they do right now. It's just not happening right now, and I don't see that happening for another 5 or 6 years.
Well, see, that's the thing, and I don't disagree with you on that because, like I said, I think it's going to be a slow burn. I think overall, the beginning of this generation, like I said, is going to be down to supply. If Xbox has to supply, they're going to outsell because all these systems are going to sell no matter what. I don't think Microsoft really has a choice or a chance until these new games start coming out, and at that point, they need to leverage those games against what they have against PlayStation because the biggest thing that Xbox has, like I made a video about this talking about it, and I said Game Pass is their exclusive. Their exclusives aren't just games anymore. They're saying our exclusives are going to be Game Pass. That's why, like Cole was saying earlier, a lot of people were talking about a lot of these games not going over to PlayStation, but no one truly knows that. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that the ink is still not dry on that deal yet. So they can't even really talk about what's going to happen with those games until that goes through in like February, March when the fiscal year ends.
What do you think? Go ahead.
So ultimately, I just don't think you spend $7.5 billion to give 30% to somebody else. I just think at that point, they should treat Game Pass like the exclusive they say it is. They say Game Pass is going to be the vehicle that's going to drive our sales going forward. So the only way I see games going to PlayStation is if Game Pass is on PlayStation. Same thing with Nintendo.
Here's the thing. They should. This is what, like, if Sony bought Bethesda, it would be no question. If Amazon bought Bethesda, no question. If if Google bought Bethesda, no question. My thing is this Microsoft right here, maybe 2 generations ago or 360 or whatever, it would have been understood. Oh, this is going to be on Xbox. Period. This Microsoft right here wants they shit on every fucking thing, man. They want it on everything, and they can even take this angle. Okay, they can even say, hey, we're going to put this game on PlayStation, but we're going to market. You can get it for free on Game Pass, or you can get it through Game Pass for this amount of money, and they can get both.
So I'm gonna ask you this, and I'm gonna ask you this. So we all know Xbox, they can put out any amount of money to get anything. And the reason, like, this is just my theory, it's not based on anything, but they could go, like a lot of people were saying when Halo got delayed, they needed to go out and do something big. Go out and get a third-party game that you could put in Game Pass like Cyberpunk. Remember, that was the huge roar, like, hey, we don't got Halo, go get Cyberpunk. And Cyberpunk goes, no, we don't want to be in Game Pass. We're not going to do that. And they could have went out and just bought outright the game and say, hey, we're going to give you this much money, and we want it only on our platform. They could have done that because I don't think, because there's trust me, as much as CD Projekt Red is going to say that we want to sell our game anywhere, if Microsoft comes with the right price, they'll put that thing only on Xbox. No one's going to.
Nah, people would never buy another CD Projekt Red game again. You're hella tripping.
Well, you probably wouldn't, but they looking at it like they looking at the bag, just like a lot of these other companies are looking at the bag. The only difference is Microsoft isn't about. That's why Phil Spencer kept talking. He was like, we're not about taking the games away from people. If it's not going to be in Game Pass, we don't want it. That's why they keep saying Game Pass is the vehicle now. If they can get Game Pass on other systems, they're going to put it on other systems, and then you'll get those games over there.
I think that's true.
Game Pass can be the main driver, but they can still also have that other revenue coming from PlayStation. People who
they got it coming from Steam. They got that coming from PC.
They got people that ain't gonna. There's people out there that will not touch a fucking Xbox with a 10-foot pole. I don't care if it's the Xbox console or their service.
That's right.
There's just people out there that's just like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so why wouldn't Microsoft? We know how Microsoft is. We know this Microsoft right here is soft. Just to be real with you.
So why wouldn't they put? Okay, if that's the case, if we're talking like that, then why won't they just put Halo and everything over there? Because at a certain point, you might as well just put all your games over there, and it don't matter.
Because
they can't. Sony has to allow a game on their platform, and
that's what I'm saying. Is Sony may not want the games on their platform.
You can't just put something somewhere because
they don't want. Yeah, that was the thing.
I understand. Halo comes from their own in-house studio. Like the Bethesda games don't. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they're not going to put them. They're not going to put Halo on PlayStation. That's an Xbox game. It's going to always be an Xbox game.
Well,
if they just interested in making money, selling to the most people as possible, then they could just put everything on PlayStation.
I mean, why don't Phil Spencer just come out and say, listen, Bethesda games ain't going to PlayStation? Why we keep getting all these vague statements?
Because they don't want to take that negative PR.
Yeah.
And also their deal is not finished. Remember, this is still pending.
Yeah,
They
that
still got a
deal
few
ain't
months
done.
before-
All right,
yeah.
hold on 1 second. Let me get
Yo,
this
can we
super chat.
fact check that? How do we know the deal's not done?
Hold on, super chat.
Oh,
How do
that's-
we know that?
That's public information because
Yeah, they
both,
said-
both are publicly traded.
Nah,
yeah.
Optimus, I want a link for that.
Oh Lord.
Hey, hold on. Let me
Nah,
get to the
that's just
super chat.
that's
Let
just
me
all
get
right.
the-
Go ahead, man.
Hey, shout out to King Kovu. He said they can win and profit too if they produce high-selling, low-budget games. All right. Now, Cycle, you had some smoke for Optimus, or
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I almost forgot about the smoke. Optimus. God damn
What
it.
the hell is going on here?
God damn it.
And this game up on
We going back to
Day on
Twitter.
AGS, I see.
We going back to goddamn Twitter.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Now didn't we say something about we can't blame the devs for Dirt 5?
I said you cannot blame the devs for not meeting the expectations that the Xbox influencers have set for that machine.
Oh, okay. You done clean it up now. I ain't got no smoke no more.
Nigga, that's what I said the whole time.
clean that shit up
about?
real quick. Clean it up real quick.
Hey,
You know
yo,
what I
Gaming
mean?
Forward. Hey, Gaming Forward. Did you say that if
It's
Ashton
Gaming
Luca let
Forte,
you down?
not Gaming
Hey,
Forte.
Gaming Forte. Did you
No.
say that if Ash and Luca let you down, you would be heartbroken?
Yeah, that's my dude.
He looks at her as a friend. I mean,
Bro, yo, can we bring this dude up on simping charges? Like,
No,
No, hold on.
Whoa.
Hold on. No, let him speak his mind. Go ahead.
Oh,
bro,
wait.
how? And
Go
I
ahead.
just don't understand how any female over the internet can like leave a man heartbroken. Like,
Well,
how
he
is
looks
that
at her as
possible?
a friend. He's not.
I'm
like,
not
he
talking about
meaning-
heart.
Not
Wait, you make it
romance.
seem like
Yeah,
I'm
not
you make it seem
romance,
like I'm
not
talking about
romance.
dating or something.
Yeah, he means
We
as a
ain't talking
friend.
about dating, bro.
No, they friends. Like they good friends. Like they call each other. They like
He
really
means as a
legit
good friend. If
friends.
she did some fuck
Yeah.
shit as a friend, he would be heartbroken. Not as like on some relationship
Yeah.
type shit.
All right, man.
Yeah, Forte married and got like 12,000 kids.
Oh no, don't you reverse that number, bro, and add it to yourself.
Yeah, with the Dirt thing, man, my whole thing was because it sounded like at first you were saying Xbox set these expectations.
Not Xbox, the Xbox influencer.
Okay. Because I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm
if
saying
I
it's
give you
people like
Here we go.
you ain't gotta say no name, you ain't gotta say
yeah, just different people
Yeah.
in the Xbox community saying Xbox gonna do this, gonna do that, 4K 60.
My
And
thing
then-
is, why are they holding these people in such high regard? Like, why is what
Ooh, they.
certain people,
Ooh,
the guy that
Oh,
the
okay,
T-Dog
okay,
guy,
okay. Yeah,
why
yeah.
are they holding these guys to such a high standard? Like
Like
Microsoft.
why does the community hold
Yeah.
certain influencers in high regard?
Yeah, like why is what they say?
What influencers you talking about?
Oh Lord.
I mean, I'll say the name Tim Dog and
Okay.
and who else? Like why are they like they treat them like they are Microsoft? You know what I'm saying? like if something happens, if they say something like all games are gonna be 4K 60 or whatever it is, 4K 120 with ray tracing, and it don't come out like that, why is it such a big deal that this motherfucker said that? This one or two dudes on an Xbox podcast, like why is that such a big deal?
Well, the podcast has gained a following, and people just trust in them because over the years, the people have been credible, and so they're willing to give them the benefit of the doubt.
And plus, it's not like, and it's not a secret that a lot of them actually do talk to the people that would actually know some of that stuff.
I think it's just ammo. That's what I think.
Well, it's
I mean,
definitely
it's all-
ammo.
it's all
It's definitely
ammo.
that. Yeah, it's definitely.
It's all ammo.
Yeah,
Because it has nothing to do.
If I was
those expectations have nothing to do with Microsoft. Like
Exactly.
If I give you the tools and the wood to build a 5-story house and you build a 2-story house, like whose fault is that?
Well, hold on.
That's
Hold
the
on.
debt.
Well, no, because Aaron Greenberg did go on record and tweeted out that like 60 frames was going to be the standard.
Yeah.
So if one game isn't 60 and
Well, it's
100
more than
of
one
them
game,
are,
sir. It's more than one game, sir.
I'm just saying. I'm asking you a question. If 100 games are 60 and 5 games aren't,
then that's not the standard.
that is the standard. To me,
That-
that's something that's the ones
that's
that
not
aren't
what
are
that
outliers.
means.
The
The
ones
snow-
that aren't, the ones
The
that aren't.
standard means
Hold on.
that this is the lowest. This is the baseline.
Okay.
So-
Again, if 100 are one way and 5 aren't, the baseline
Battery
is the
low.
ones that are, not the outliers.
It's not an out. So,
Look, let's say
like if that's a trend, yes. But if something is the standard, that means that it can't go lower than that.
Let me
Otherwise,
say,
it's
let's
not.
Well, you know
say
what?
this.
There's something I want to ask you,
Let's say this.
Cole. Something
Hold
I
on.
wanted to ask. Something I wanted to ask Cole about this for a while. When Aaron Greenberg said that about 60 frames being the standard, who do you think he was talking about? Do you think he was talking about Xbox first-party studios, or do you think he was talking about the system as a whole when it comes to all
The platform.
I mean,
He was definitely talking about
I
the
mean,
platform.
I shouldn't have to get in contact with Scooby-Doo and them to figure this shit out. He should make it clear.
Look. Let me put it to y'all another way. Let's say if we all of us in here have motherfucking 4K TVs, and one person doesn't have a 4K TV. The 4K TV is the standard because that's the majority. If you have half, then there's a difference. If you have more, then if you have 1080p's, more 1080p's than 4Ks, then 1080p is the standard.
You're talking like recommended spec though, right? Like
yeah, I
recommended spec for a
understand the
game.
way you try. Yeah, that's not how that works, Psycho. I mean, I get the point you're trying to make, but when something is the standard, that means this is the bar and nothing can go beneath it. And if something does go beneath it, then it clearly
outlier.
wasn't the standard. No.
All right.
I put it like this. Let's put this a different way. Let me see. So
charging battery.
Well, what system are we talking? Are we talking about the X or are we talking about the S?
The Series X.
The
new
has
one.
the X had a game that doesn't have a 60 frames per second mode yet?
No, the point is that the standard would be 60. 4K
Right.
60.
Oh, see, I never. Okay, I get what you're saying, but yeah, and that's part of that whole people being influenced by people without checking the stats for
Charging
themselves.
battery.
And some technical realities are not going to happen.
Yeah, I never thought this whole gen. Like I tell everybody every day, I play on PC and I have a 4K monitor and I only play at 1440p so I can get 120 frames.
Well, I mean, that weak ass graphics card, I guess you ain't got no choice.
Well, sir, everybody ain't trying to go out there. Hey, well, first of all, my 3090 I was trying to get, I wasn't standing in line for 5 days to get one.
If you're gonna talk about 3090s, don't even bother with the 3090s because those NVIDIA cards can't even do 1440p correctly. They don't scale well. Let's just start with that.
Yeah, I mean, they don't do weak shit correctly. Let's just start with that.
With that, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they don't do weak shit correctly.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm good.
I just want to
it's
go
better
back to
than my 2080. That's all I care about.
Hey, hold on. We got Professor CA in here. What's up?
Not much. And yourself?
Chilling. What you got?
About the Game Pass, actually. So Code made a good point about like Microsoft focusing on the platform in general, mobile, console, PC. And when I look at that, I don't like when Microsoft says 60 frames. I never thought of them thinking about like just the console. I'm thinking everything else. I have 10 friends now, 10 that essentially don't have a console, but essentially have gone over and got the Game Pass to play on their mobiles. And that's their bigger focus.
That's definitely significant.
They don't own it, right? And their biggest prerogative, like before buying a PS5 or an Xbox, is that they never wanted to buy a console because they're never in front of their TV. I live in Canada. 5G is actually really strong in my area. So imagine playing 60 frames on a mobile fluidly, regardless of where you are. And that's the standard that I think he's trying to aim for. Personally, that's what, as a platform, 60 frames on a mobile, that's game changing. And Code also referenced like the mobile sector in general. Your biggest games are mobile these days, right? Like that's the end case, right? Like consoles are great. I'm a PC gamer. I love PC gaming,
This motherfucker
but
talking about mobile. This shit crazy. Go
Well,
ahead.
you know, the one thing I back.
Ain't nobody doing no damn cell phone gaming. Your friends are weirdos, and they need to get a goddamn console.
Well, the one thing I back them up on, is the fact that if you look at a game like Genshin Impact that literally is taking over everything, and it's on PlayStation, PC, and mobile, and it was $100 million to make the game, and they made it back in 2 weeks. I told everybody, I was like, listen, this isn't going to be like the norm as of right now, but the more these higher end developers, these top studios start seeing games that can perform like that and still have a AAA budget behind it, you're going to see a lot more games hitting these ecosystems like that, because if they ain't got to charge you for the game and they can make more money on the back end by selling you stuff through it, they're gonna start doing that. And I'm trying to tell people, Genshin Impact is the beginning of that starting to happen. It's not gonna happen now, but over the course of this generation, you're gonna see a huge surge in those type of games being made across all platforms.
Fortnite was the standard.
Let me get this super chat real quick. We got Big Alabasta. He said, CD Projekt Red, The Witcher is boring as heck. It was a waste of $60.
Fraud. Fraud.
We got Slizzle 420. Shout out to you. He said, it's a mindset.
God damn.
Slizzle 420 again. He said, Cycle spitting facts on the low. All right. So, yeah, we got those out the way.
So, Cycle, let's say at your job, say you work for someplace, I don't know, and they tell you that the standard benefit package is ABC.
Yep.
It is not possible.
Hold on. We can get a better understanding if we just use exactly. You work at the shoe shine shop, right? You sell shoe polish, right? All right.
Xbox shoe polish.
Okay.
Get it right, motherfucker. Get it right.
We can get okay, go ahead, Cole. You got it.
So let's just say, just a real simple example. Everybody that shine shoes for your company get 5 days vacation as the standard. No one then can get less than 5 days vacation. It's not like, okay, well, she got 3 days vacation. She's the outlier. That does not happen. I understand the way you're trying to use the word standard, but that's not the way it works in this context. The standard is the baseline. This is the very bottom, and it only goes up from here.
Cool.
What up?
I mean, we can go back and forth with this all day because you can give your version of it, and I can give my version of it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I can say this.
But you just using the word without context, and I'm trying to give you context that applies to the context that Greenberg was saying.
It's all about how you. I guess it's all about how you interpret it. Because
it's not how you interpret it. It's how the industry interprets it, and that's what I'm trying to tell you.
So the industry interprets the standard 60 frames per second is on every single game, no matter what. No matter
wait. No. Hold on, you jumped ahead. When something is standard in software and technology, it means the very bottom. Otherwise, it's not the standard. It doesn't mean the majority in the context that you use, and that's what I'm trying to get you to see. In this industry, standards are the bottom. It's what everybody does, what everybody gets, however you want to look at it. And then they got like best practices and
in the gaming industry. In the gaming industry.
I mean, okay, we can even go back to 2013 with this one because what's the dude? This real skinny dude that ain't there no more at Sony. He said 1080p is going to be the standard. You're going to get used to seeing 1080p. It's going to be the standard.
On the PS4. Gonna be right, which meant that there will be
before the console came out. This is before the console came out.
Yeah.
And then that meant that
every game wasn't 1080p on the PS4.
And that's why he said it was going to be the standard.
Okay. All right, man.
All right. No. Cycle. I got a question for you.
Here goes some bullshit.
So you truly think it's gonna be like a standard 60 frames by your definition?
You came in on some wrong shit, man. You don't talk.
What you talking about?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
What? Correct what you just said.
Michael's saying that 5 games ain't gonna be 60, therefore it is the standard.
But what I'm saying is, if all of us in this call got dime pieces on our arm, then Hard8 show up with a booger wolf.
Oh shit!
Like the standard in our group is motherfucking dime pieces.
But the standard has a different definition in gaming. That's what Gold is trying to say.
Okay.
Standards can definitely have different definitions.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be a standard 60 frames per second. I just don't think you're going to get it the way you want. You're not going to get 60 frames and 4K with ray tracing and everything.
And you shouldn't. No. I think this whole 4K is a waste of time. They should get away from 4K. If they just drop that, everything will work itself out.
Because the one thing that I liked the most was when Demon Souls and they started showing that gameplay, I was like, bro, I don't care. That's 1440p look really freaking crisp, and you can turn up the graphical settings and get it a lot higher and make the texture detail a lot better. I'd rather have something like that run at 60 frames per second than have bland textures looking like anything at 60 frames per second at 4K, and I don't even think you're going to get that at 4K. So
yeah, like right
makes
now,
sense.
Hard 8 is just now able to do like 4K 60 with
No,
ray
I
tracing.
ain't just now. With ray tracing. Oh, all right. With you.
Yeah, niggas, niggas so thirsty to jump in.
Get your facts straight, nigga. I've been doing 4K, nigga. Just get your facts straight.
Well, you know,
anyway,
now.
With this 3090, the 3090 is where you can just now do 4K 60 with ray tracing and get like a stable 60. And that's like the top of the line card. They say the 3080 can do it. I don't have mine yet, so I don't know.
With DLSS, with DLSS,
no, it can't.
Yeah, you can do it with DLSS.
No,
but every game is
DLSS.
not going to be supported with DLSS, though.
Well, I mean, it's starting to become pretty mainstream going forward.
No, you can do it without DLSS at 60.
Well, yeah,
with DLSS,
a lot of games you can still do.
Yeah,
a lot of games you can do. You know what I mean?
But my point is, this is relatively new.
Those
there is no
graphical
way
settings
that the Xbox Series X is going to do that of any substance. That's just
not with ray tracing.
Yeah.
So not at all. Not at no point throughout this entire generation would an Xbox do 4K 60 ray tracing on any game.
What do you mean with any? The devs can make a lot of compromises to reduce geometry and to make the world more empty to accommodate.
Look at Dirt 5.
Yeah, like sure.
Yeah.
But we keep shitting on Dirt 5, but Dirt 5 comes out at the beginning of every. No, but it comes out at the beginning of every generation, and every generation looks better than the last version of Dirt 5. Like I played Dirt 4, I played Colin McRae, and it looks better. Like I was like, oh shit, that's a great looking game. And then the community shat on it.
We agree,
right?
That's the problem. Is that
you know why they shat on it?
Yeah, they catching the strays because people have set these expectations. And a lot of people blaming this on RDX, and that's not even who I have in mind when I say Xbox influencers. I don't really want to say his name, but it's just one particular person, and it's like, man, you got to stop this.
Hey, hold on real quick. Look at this super chat. Shout out to Emmanuel A1. He said Aaron Greenberg said 40K 60 for first party. Please stop it. I got the tweet. He didn't specify first party.
No, people started reading that in after the fact to try to damage control.
Yeah, that's damage control.
He was talking about first party, but no, that's not. He said he was speaking for the platform, right? Yeah.
He didn't specify no first party or this party or that party. He said 60 frames will be standard output, but the architecture allows to support up to 120.
Yep, that's exactly what he said. And you know what I read from that? I read the exact same thing you guys did, but I was like, he's really talking about their platform, but this is incomplete. He's not giving the entire story. Come out and say our platform or say our first party games. When you leave it open to interpretation like that, you allow people to have their own thoughts on it. And that was the problem.
Yeah, they do that on purpose.
Right. Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
it's marketing speed. They're talking just like Sony didn't come out and tell us about backwards compatibility in games because Microsoft was getting hammered upside the head about it. So it's all about putting out the information you want to put out there that's going to benefit you at that moment. A lot of stuff just changes over the course. Like so much stuff has changed from February to now with the way that these consoles are being marketed. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
I saw I'm not going to defend Aaron Greenberg, but I saw that what is it, Red Tech Gaming or something like that? And Code, I know you're going to hate on me about this, but I'm going to bring it up anyways. Essentially, he was saying that Xbox is essentially full RDNA 2 or a cut of it. And a part of me believes that we may get 4K 60, not with ray tracing. Not now, but probably like year 2, year 3, once the developer tools, compilers, etc. mature.
Well,
I think we will get
that. I think we can get 4K 60 now if you leave out the ray tracing.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's possible, but I just want to see where that version of RDNA 2 within the Xbox, where it lands on that pipeline against the entire stack of AMD desktop ready cards, because that was my understanding. Like I always thought that it would be a variant of the desktop class that AMD is putting out there, and I also believe that's probably why Microsoft is not showing anything either, because there's probably stuff behind the they call it the NDA that they may have.
Well, that's because Microsoft ain't got nothing to show you because they're allowing third party to do it.
Go ahead. We about to get up out of here, but Soul to Soul, you got something to say before we ride out? I know you had a topic or something. You there? Soul. He probably done fell asleep, man. Carry on.
You did say
No,
I'm
here. He there. Go ahead. So what's up? What you had?
Yeah, what's it called? I had you guys were talking about friendship earlier, right? So
Yeah.
I just had a question in it. Like, me personally, right? I have a good friend. We grew up together, but you know our paths split. Like just life, you know what I'm trying to say. But I remember earlier this year, he called me. And he's like, "Yo, I can't pay my car insurance, man." And before this, he ain't called me in a while. And he's like, "Look, I need like 100." I said, "Cool." I gave it to him. Then he calls me again the next month, right? And he's like, "Bro, I need it again." I'm thinking, damn, you know what I'm trying to say? But, you know, that's my friend, right? So I gave it to him. This guy didn't call me for another 5-6 months. You know what I'm trying to say? Not to like call me, check up on me, this and that. I had to ask myself, you know, it's kind of gay, but I had to ask myself, yeah. I said, where are we right now?
No. Where are we?
So, my point is this, you know, like Optimus Code said, yeah, okay, you know, your natural disposition was like, okay, you know, I'm riding out for these guys, you know what I'm trying to say? And I had to ask myself after that, you know, after that situation, I'm like, why did I do that? And I looked into like friendship and stuff, like, and I think it was Socrates or someone, they said like there's 3 types of friendship in it. It's like friendships of utility, you know, like your friend has a use and you have a use for them. That's the basis of your friendship. Then like friendships of what's it called, pleasure, you know, when you get together you have fun. And then friendships of friendships of virtue, friendships of virtue and appreciation, so like I do this like just because, you know, it's called just for the sake of our friendship, you know, it doesn't need anything. I had to say, you know what, that's my friend, I grew up with him, I did that for the sake of virtue, innit? But it just made me think, that situation made me think, you know, like going forward, like where do I put people in my life? You know, if my childhood friend can become so distant, like going forward, like how can I trust? How do I make friends? Do you guys even make friends at this age? Like that's, I just want to ask you guys.
Life gonna teach you that the hard way, bro, and you'll be able to figure it out all by yourself. Right now, I got like maybe 2 friends from when I grew up. A lot of them is locked up, and a lot of them didn't make it this far. But even along that way, like people start to show themselves for who they are, and as you mature and grow up, man, you just start putting things in perspective, and you gonna figure that out if you want to or not. You don't need to ask nobody. You gonna find out all by yourself.
Yeah, it's hard making friends once you get older, man. It's kind of, I know for me, it's a little difficult, I guess, making friends when you're already grown, because you know, a lot of your real close friends are motherfuckers you grew up with, so you pretty much know everything about them. But yeah, like he said, you're going, you know, you'll figure it out.
All right, can I ask you a question then? Can I ask you another question? If that's okay. Or...
Go ahead.
What's it called? So, you know, like the internet stuff, yeah? What made you feel like, you know what, we're squad in the first place? Like, what is it that gave you feel like, you know what, maybe like WWP, whatever it is. Like,
let me answer that first, 8, then you can jump in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I learned my lesson from 8. And it's like I was saying earlier, all the stuff that I bring to the internet is what I have in real life. And so whatever rules I live by in real life, that's what I bring to the internet. And so these is virtual niggas, but like, okay, these my niggas, and it's the same rules. And I would have followed the same path, but I heard 8 tell his story. Like I said, I listened to that video a few years back. I was like, okay, this ain't really quite the same. And like he can speak to his own experience, but for me anyway, I started with how I live normally, thinking all these niggas gonna live by the same rules as me. Absolutely, and it's just gonna work out, but it ain't how it works out.
Yo, first of all, let me just M. Bandai, you know what I mean, watch your fucking mouth. Ain't nobody fucking depressed about making no goddamn friends. And I ain't 40, motherfucker. And I'm not 40, motherfucker. So get that shit straight. Fuck is you talking about? Sound depressed. I don't need none of these niggas, dog. I got enough friends as it is. The fuck is you talking about? Like this, I don't know what the fuck y'all be getting this shit from, dog. Like nobody need to make fucking friends.
The most negative chat messages, they be scrolling by. I don't hardly see none of them.
I just, you know what I mean? I'm just letting you know that it's not the easiest thing to make when you older, dog, because you know how motherfuckers are and shit. You don't know people fucking heart and shit like that. So Fuck is you talking about, bitch? Shout out to Big Alabasta. He said, Hard 8, get these people off your channel and reboot. Facts.
They said we tired of this. Y'all here talking about this kumbaya shit too long.
Hey, and he paid for a 40 note for
shout out to Big Alabasta, man. He always been a supporter.
He's like, cut this shit off.
But now we about to get out of here anyway, man.
Yeah, thanks for taking that, man.
Shout out to everybody for calling in and all that, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Indeed. This is like the old Skype calls, man.
Yeah, I mean, definitely was. Yeah, I mean, but y'all can see yourself out. But thank you for calling in.
Absolutely. All right, Code. I'll see you later, brother.
All right, Forte.
Hey, shout out to Cycle. Shout out to Forte. Shout out to John the Hero. All the callers, man. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to Soul to Soul, man. Shout out to everybody that called in today, man. I think we had some good conversations, man. That's all.
Yeah, man. Real quick, hey, let me answer this question for Emmanuel A1. I just give him a short version.
Oh, damn, we forgot about it. Why don't y'all just call each other? God damn. Go ahead.
Game design and hardware, so they really play off of each other. Neither one influences one more than the other, and that's why it's like gonna be tricky to talk about it in like on a podcast like this. That's why I was saying reach out to me on Twitter. But the basics is when you give a set of developers some hardware and capabilities, they're almost always going to have ideas that will be beyond what the hardware can do. And when you give them new hardware with new capabilities, then they'll come up with a bunch of new ideas to max that hardware out and then even go beyond it. And that's going to happen relatively quickly. So the bottleneck is always the hardware. The human creativity is boundless and is going to be restrained by what the hardware can do. You give them better hardware, then a better dev team will do more stuff with that hardware. And actually, like if you give them lesser hardware, a better dev team will do stuff even with that lesser hardware. So they play off of each other, but the core strength is the dev team and the creativity of the dev team. That's going to be the biggest limiting factor, not hardware.
All right. Finally got A1 out the way, man.
And hit me up on Twitter, man. We can go into like some more detail. I assumed you was going to hit my DMs up again, man. We can go into more details. I can link you to some sources and all that good stuff. And also, I probably really don't even want to say this now, but since it's done came up, I'm talking to a few of my friends that are, one is still a game developer and one retired, and doing a YouTube channel where we design and build a game from scratch, all on camera, to show everybody like how this stuff works. But right now, we did a trial run, but they still hesitant because they see the way people argue about shit that they don't understand and want to argue with developers and tell them they wrong about a bunch of shit. And like, they don't like the negative energy. Well, I'm still trying to talk them into it. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, but hit me up on Twitter. Yeah. But that's why they not active on Twitter. That's why they like avoid all of it, because they don't want to deal with it.
They saying "aight" in the chat. Hey, yo, shout out to Sleepy. He said, "Shout out to the Truth Army." You dig? Shout out to Sleepy. Appreciate you. And then we got
you do got a little army, because the way you sicked them on Smooth that time was relentless. Felt bad for my homie.
Shout out to Max B. He said, "Code, I see you retweet Ellie titties. Good looks."
Bro, that shit was weird. I didn't like, who would make this shit, man? Like, look at this. And niggas started liking it. I was like, wow, this was a bad look.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. We almost dropped three on them today.
Okay, man, I ain't even noticed the time.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to everybody. Hit the like button. Please, hit the like button. Shout out to Big Alabasta. He said, please, it's killing me. We got you, man. We got you.
Call in.
Yeah, shout out people for as far as notifications, man. Hit the bell, hit all the bell. Make sure all your notifications is correct. But even if your notification don't go off, just know we here at 4 p.m. EST. So shout out to all the super chat supporters. Hit that like button, all the comments, and all the people that call in, man. Appreciate y'all. What you got for them, Code?
Nothing.
All right, special shout out to Big Alabasta. He made it rain today. I feel like a stripper. Stop it. Stop it. Stop.
So look, it seems like the worse I do, the more you get.
Oh,
we might
man.
be on to something.
And you know what's crazy? You just being yourself, man. The typical weirdo, man. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that.
This nigga crazy, boy. Get you some action figures, nigga.
Yo, you know what? I do want Devastator. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Facts.
I would probably, put that up somewhere, but yeah. All right, y'all. We out of here. Appreciate everybody for coming through, man. All the support, all the good shit, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Every Sunday, 4 p.m. EST, man. We here, man. And shout out to Slizzle 420 said, Hard8, did you see Cold setup? It's fire. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, some shit to say. You know how niggas is.
Yeah, it's nice. It was nice. I even like the Rent Center furniture you had. That was nice too. I seen that furniture at Rent Center. That was fire. You know what I mean? I definitely seen that couch at Rent Center. I'm gonna be, that's real. Shout out to Big Alabasta. Laughing my fucking ass off, man. Appreciate all the love, man. We're gonna get up out of here. No, this setup was definitely nice. You know, the best thing about setups is cleanliness, man. It was clean. It was clean. I seen it down.
Yeah, that's the wife on that part. She holding all that down.
Oh damn! What's the dinner table for? What's that? Your kitchen, nigga? Like, hold on, that's the basement area, right?
Yeah, that's my basement. Cause I used to have niggas over. We used to do like movie nights and shit. We eat over there.
Okay,
come over and watch movies and shit. Yeah.
All right, got you.
COVID shut all that down though. You ain't none of that going on.
All right, yo, we out. It's your boy Hard8, man. OG Triple OG Optimus Code episode 8, man. We gonna catch y'all next week. Peace.